Copyright. We're gonna
I
get
don't
we're gonna
I
get
don't think we
struck
can
on
say that.
YouTube.
Not
All
allowed.
We
all
haven't
that
started film.
all
We
that
haven't started filming yet.
all that revenue. It might the first thing you hear might actually be Critical Role on the this stream, but that's okay. But anyways, tonight, story mode episode 40. They get knocked down. But wow, 40 episodes. We've made it quite a ways. But last time, you guys were on your first stop of the Chumbawumba Challenge across the city of Nicanthes. Made your way into William's Broadsword. Found your way past the puzzle, the riddle. Made it into the speakeasy. Upstairs, even helped, save a performance. And then you guys were rewarded with a little bit of information on the next couple speakeasies. And the given the straw hat, the infamous hat of alcohol detection that Threebeard wore when he accomplished the unbeatable challenge of the Chumbawumba. So, it is up to you guys tonight to decide where to next on the Chumbawumba challenge. But before we get into all that, it is fun fact time. And my question for you guys tonight is a whiskey drink, a cider drink, a lager drink, or a vodka drink, and why? So you're going to tell me which of those you prefer and why you prefer that drink. Does anybody want to chime in first, or do you want me to start picking names?
I choose a whiskey drink because you can have it with so many wonderful things.
So, Sailor Sun or Soul, do they have a preference? Like, do you have two that you like?
Well, Sailor Sun loves whiskey.
Okay.
Because just loves to fight and shit. And so, but Soul loves the cider drink because she likes to get a little flirty.
Oh. So this has a certain effect. You're different kinds of a drunk between the different drinks and personalities. That's interesting.
That's true. So if you need someone to charm the pants off a man, blah, blah.
Do you find those counteracting? Like what does whiskey do to Soul? Would Soul even touch whiskey, or is it like Sun would never touch cider kind of thing?
Sun definitely would never touch cider unless it's mixed with whiskey,
Oh,
and Soul would never touch whiskey unless it's mixed with cider.
interesting. Man, what a complex. I mean, that's
She's a
even
crazy girl.
even your taste buds change. That's impressive, honestly. I never, I guess, realized how deep that goes. You really are a completely different person when you transform.
My queen, she trying to teach me a lesson.
All right. Well, that was insightful. How about Tyrell, Jared? What is Tyrell's drink of choice?
A vodka drink.
A vodka drink. And is there a specific vodka drink that Tyrell likes to make or have made for him?
Yeah, anything with vodka.
Oh, okay. Not very experimental. Just are you
No,
just
very experimental. Juices, sodas, uh, even just a simple syrup. I mean, anything makes better with vodka. It's nice and clean, so it digests well. But it's also one of those dangerous ones where you may not know how much you're having.
Mm. Have you ever used vodka in one of your artificers like creations?
He doesn't know what that is.
I've made maybe a couple hands worth that I can count of artificers' creations. So no.
Well, do mixed
not yet.
do mixed drinks count as artificers? Like, is
I
that
think
They come in rope form.
there's like a long line of bartenders
like
that
it's
come from
closer to
an artificers
alchemy.
college? Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm just curious.
No.
No, okay. You created hand sanitizer once? with vodka?
I actually stole that.
The idea of that?
No, literally stole the hand sanitizer and used it.
Yeah, like there's
Then
a
I then I
giant
told I
pump thing in
Yep.
your door somewhere.
Yeah, and I told the person I stole it from that I had it and thanked them months later, not realizing I had stolen it.
I think that person probably just left it behind and then realized, yeah, that. But I'm sure that person got another big hand pump of hand sanitizer, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I hope so. Okay.
You do that person does need to tell me or send me a text on the good places to go on that specific Ozark Trail, though. So.
Oh, yes, yeah. Correct.
But we'll stop speaking in riddles and move on to to Kobe. And this is a tricky question for Detective Easter because I mean, Detective Easter doesn't drink, so.
Well, outside the city limits of Nicantes, I think it was back in Edgewood. Easter had may have had a drink of the fire whiskey out there. So, drink of choice would just be the a whiskey. It's a good little thing to wash some cases away.
Yeah.
That go outside the city, but inside the city, you got to stay on your toes. So it's a cup of coffee.
So Detective Easter drinks to forget. That's insightful. I won't pry too much about what you're trying to forget, but
it's already been forgotten.
Well, there you go. Apparently fire whiskey's very effective for you. So, but I guess if you've never really had a drop of alcohol, that would probably do it. So, do you think Detective Easter will have a drink before this Chumbawumba challenge is over?
It could be possible.
Maybe he'll have a drink to forget the Chumbawumba challenge happened.
Well, that would ruin the case then, because he needs to remember this part of the case. So.
Right. Well, sure, but you take notes and document everything, and then
just one drink. My memory's wiped. I forgot what happened, guys. What's going on?
That's dangerous. I mean, well, yeah, and what does it erase, right? Like, where does it stop? Like, childhood memories gone.
Oh man, I just committed a serious crime. Drink. I'm a great guy.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you are an alcoholic. You just don't know it because you wash away the memory of your drinking. I don't know. There's a whole new level of Detective Easter and his drinking. So very interesting. Josh, how about Tug or Blib? There's no blueberry wine on this list. I'm sorry, but you'll have to make a choice. Out of the ones I gave you. So.
Vodka.
Got two.
Yeah.
2 for vodka. Okay. Why vodka?
Because it goes with everything. Warm glass of milk, put some vodka in it. Got a hard morning to deal with, put it in your orange juice.
Vodka and milk, really? Is that like a White Russian? Is that what that is?
That's a White Russian.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a good one. I do like that one.
It's a real thing. What? I thought you were just starting to make some weird jokes. All right. Clearly, yeah, I'm not the experimenter. Nice.
You've never watched The Big Lebowski and had a White Russian?
I can't drink milk, so I would stay far away from that.
I used to drink milk. I don't so much anymore, but those White Russians are freaking good. They are very good. But sorry to hijack your question. Keep going.
It's all good. Your tummy's feeling a little upset. Eating some tomato soup, put some vodka in it.
Have you shared this revelation with your Kuatoa brethren? Do they know the wonders of vodka?
No, because they don't match that of blueberry wine.
Yeah, but I mean, the blueberry wine's like religious and sacred, and they consume that because that's your blood. But ultimately, I mean, they're allowed to drink other things, right?
Yeah, as long as it's blueberry wine.
You're telling me I've misunderstood. The Kuatoa are like they can't drink water. They can't drink. They can only drink blueberry. So are your people just buzzing the whole time?
I mean, the philosophers still are debating that. Who am I to give direct answers? They need to study the scriptures, and then they'll find the answers that they're looking for.
They can't just ask you. They have to take your word in the book, the quite literal word of blib do pulip.
I mean,
Man,
time will tell.
All right.
There's always the more conservative ones and the more liberal ones that really just, wherever they fall on the spectrum.
See a lot of problems with livers in the near future of the blib do pulip colony.
Yeah, they don't really have livers. It's more of a.
So they can't process alcohol at all. So it's even worse.
They can drink other things than blueberry wine.
I feel like you're backtracking now. You said they could only drink blueberry wine. I'm sticking to that.
No, you just asked. I mean, you asked me what I'm supposed to drink, and then literally say other than blueberry wine, and then you start questioning me about why they can't drink. They want to drink vodka. They can drink vodka. I don't give a shit.
Okay, but all alcohol apparently, nothing non-alcoholic.
Don't let your godhood be questioned, Josh.
I'm the one person I think who can question your godhood just from a standpoint of gameplay wise. So
no, tell them the gods make the rules, not the DMs.
We'll move on before this becomes a battle. But Cameron, how about Stoney? Is alcohol a foreign concept? Being a Triton and coming from under the sea, or do you guys have these whiskey drinks, lager drinks, cider drinks, vodka drinks from where you're at?
It's definitely not one of those down under the ocean, but we kind of grew up. Once you become a teenager, so me and my boys would come up topside and find some small island communities and kind of day drink with some lagers. We'd watch a little sport, hang out on the beach, play some games, just throwing back some cold ones with the boys. So I'd have to say lager for sure.
Nice. Okay. Was there a specific island that had a better lager than the others? Like, those are pretty easy sippers. Like some nice.
Right. Yep. No, there was one specifically. It was called Purple Stripe. It was, it was pretty metallic, and the people of that island were specifically, pretty nice, pretty jubilant.
Mm-hmm. Was there a certain catchphrase that went with this Purple Stripe?
Hooray, beer! It was just, it was just a great time.
Would that pair well with like a flatter bread with, maybe a sauce of tomato and like some sort of meat and
right. No,
dairy on it?
Yep. So they called it za.
Yeah.
And we'd throw back some lagers with the boys, and throw down some za, and just it was just a hell of a time.
Man.
And it's even great too because lagers are they're not too strong, and the way my specific anatomy works, I can I filter water pretty good, so I came to these bigger cities and people are buying beer and ales and lagers and all this stuff, and everyone's getting super drunk, and my body handles it a little differently. So I've come out on top of fights a little better than those guys. They think we're drinking the same amount. Little did they know.
Interesting. Well, you'll have to find this island with this za that you speak of, and maybe there could be a chain of restaurants that open up across the Morning Star. Who knows?
I don't think they'd want a franchise, but they'd want to keep it local.
Yeah. That's fair, but it does sound delicious. It sounds good. It sounds like a nice pairing.
Mm-hmm. He can't be beat.
Hooray, bear. Okay.
Hooray, beer.
Well, I think that concludes our fun facts for tonight. Unless you guys have any questions for me. I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, what is Nick's drink?
What's the
what is Nick's drink? Nick, as you know, his family is known for creating the finest blackberry wine, but that's not on the list of drinks here. What was it? It was a whiskey drink, a cider drink, a lager drink, and a vodka drink. I think Nick's answer would be all of them, depending on the day of the week. He is a known party boy, and obviously does not have to bow down to the laws of Nicantes because his family's been here forever. So you know, he doesn't discriminate when it comes to alcohol. He likes it all.
When did he become a sad individual?
A sad individual? He seems rather cheerful to me. I mean,
it's a mask. We can all tell it.
You might be right there. You might be right. Seeing as he's lost his father, which he didn't really care for anyway. So maybe drinking is his coping method, and you guys should keep an eye on him because he seems to be enjoying himself with the drinks a little bit more loosely than you guys are. You guys might have to end up babysitting Nick if you're not careful. But speaking of babysitting Nick, I'll throw up the stream and you guys can get on your way. Okay, so you guys made your way outside of William's Broadsword, out of the pantry, past the lower level. You guys are all feeling it. If you still have your stat trackers from last time, you guys have at least sobered up one of those. So remove a charisma and add a intelligence back to yourself.
I thought it was perception that they lost.
It is. So wisdom, sorry, is the one that you're gonna get back there. Once we get to a certain point of drunkenness, intelligence is going to start to get negative as well. And constitution, you know, like I said, people don't survive this challenge. People have been known to die.
I feel like at a certain point your constitution may raise a little bit. You're bolstered up a little bit from the drinks.
Yeah.
And then it crashes after you've had too many.
The next day, if you're still alive, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be rough. Somewhere I had written down the little rhyme that they do for, but I'm not going to try and find that in 27 pages of documents, so you'll have to go without. But as you guys exit the front of William's Broadsword, the waiter that you called a prick sort of opens the door for you and lets you out and says, "We'll keep your tab open. Thank you. But don't forget to come and pay it. You racked up quite a sum tonight."
Thank you. Yeah, no, we'll get back to you.
Please do. We have your contact information. And he shuts the door.
Whose contact information exactly? Nick's?
He sort of reopens the doors again. He says, "Oh, we know all of you very well. We knew you'd be coming."
Well, Nick said he was paying for everything.
Nick sort of looks at you like, "Psh, what? Why would I pay for everything?"
See?
Yeah,
Yep.
the heroes of night panties.
Nick says,
Hurrah!
"What? I'm not paying for you." Nick says, "I'm not paying for any of you. Why do you assume I'm paying for you?"
Just what they told me.
Who
Nick,
told
you don't
you?
recall yelling out to the whole bar that you were paying for this group because you loved us so much? I remember that because I gave you my drink and saying thank you.
Show of hands, who remembers that? Yeah.
Who's
See, everyone has,
who's putting their hands up? You don't get to.
My
Right.
five Kuatoa all have hands.
Nick says, "You count as one. You don't get to count your followers. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works."
I mean, there's 5 that remember it.
Nick says, we wouldn't have even gotten to the speakeasy if I didn't solve the riddle for you. If anything, you guys owe me.
Hey, you're the one that said it out loud.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. We'll be back.
I'm not sure I want to go on this challenge with you guys anymore.
Oh my
Nick,
gosh,
here,
Nick.
let me get you another drink.
It's your favorite.
We knew you couldn't complete it.
Oh, okay, Detective Easter. We saw you pouring your drinks under the table, all right? Challenge me. You don't even know me, okay? You don't even know me. None of you.
And I guess I'm gonna win it.
You're gonna win the Chumbawumba challenge. I'd like to see just how fun. I'm gonna come along and I'm gonna watch from a distance. You're not gonna get any more help from me.
It's open game.
You're not gonna get any more help from me. That's for sure. I will foot the bill here. And he sort of turns, and he tosses a sack of coins to the waiter. The waiter sort of hefts it in his hand, and the waiter says, "Thank you," and he goes inside, and the doors close. Nick,
You have a sack of coins. I don't have.
Nick sort of turns and says, "All right, where are we going next? You guys, the experts. You guys are gonna figure this out on your own without the help of me, right? Yeah, let's see you do it. Chumbawumba challenge, right? Yeah. You think just because you got your fancy straw hat, you're gonna figure it all out? I'll be here. But don't count on me. Not from this point on.
It was just a little jab, buddy. It was just a little jab.
It's okay.
Yeah, Tug.
Right.
Yeah, Tug. Well, I don't see you paying for it. I just pay. You know. You think just because I have a big house and tons of money that I'm willing to spend it. There's a reason I have a lot of that, is because I'm very frugal with my money. So I'm just more offended that if you guys would have asked me, that would have been fine. But to throw me under the bus right here at the end, I that's not cool. That's not cool, guys. That's not cool.
What's a bus?
Listen, buddy. Listen. Your drinks are on me next time. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't. I was trying to make a little jab.
Nope. I don't want to owe you guys anything. Clearly.
But to be fair, Nick, you're the one who drank the most.
Yeah, it's not my fault that I'm more thirsty than the rest of you. But let's go. Like I said, I'm invisible. I'm not here. By all means, I'm just an observer, a conscientious objector.
You must tell me more about this bus later.
It's from a far off land. I'm a very traveled person. It would blow your mind. You don't even begin to understand what a bus is.
All right, Nick.
It sounds magical.
It's very
Let's
magical.
just hope we can get there without jumping over any bodies of water or anything.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Ooh. And he just kind of seethes quietly. He starts to tap his foot and fold his arms, like he's just like, I'm just waiting.
Okay, guys. So we have two leads. Either go to the sending stones or a distant plane. Sending stones is we need a sending stone from the market. There's a guy, a marketeer. That's not the right name. Shopkeep, maybe. I don't know. He's got a clue, and then we can find the way there. That's the best notes I have on that one. I'm still kind of cloudy on that one. The other one seemed pretty direct. Distant plane is go to the park, find the well. Some new riddles occur at midnight. And then I think if anybody else took notes, they might have a little more better understanding what that means.
I do think that going to the well would be wise first. That way we don't have to go towards the marketeers to look for the stones.
Depends on the time.
What time is it?
Game time. What time is it?
I'm gonna put my hand in the circle as if that.
I'm put my hand in as well.
So you has a watch?
My hand's in the circle too, guys.
All right, 3 hands are in the circle. None of you have watches because those don't exist. But
But Nick does, and he won't tell us what time it is.
I'm gonna start chanting Chumbawumba really low to see if anyone else puts their hand in. Waiting for everybody.
you see one of the guards turn around and start to walk over to the group.
Chumbawumba.
Chumbawumba.
You see he has black undergarments. He says, "Oi! What are you going on about?" I best not have heard you talking about the Chumbawumba.
Of course not. We're actually looking for the time. Do you know what time it is?
Time!
3:30. You best be on your
PM
way.
or PM or AM? I can't get this whole darkness.
PM.
Oh man, we got a little time before the.
I'm gonna start to walk away towards the park.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate your help. Yeah.
The guard says, "You'll be dead by the night's end." And turns around.
Well, that was ominous. All right, so let's go to the market. We got some time to kill.
All right. You guys are all headed to the market then? No objections?
Let's
Guys-
go to the market.
Guys, make your way across, sort of skirting the Emerald, making your way through the town center. It's very
Making our way downtown.
very vacant. As you make your way past, you go up the bridge, you see the park, you walk around the park, and you find yourselves on the left side market. You recall at the docks, there's the left side market and the right side market. You don't really know where to begin to find these sending stones, but you know that someone sells them. You just don't know who that person is. So how do you want to approach it?
All right, gang, let's split up.
When he says that, I'm going to create an echo.
You very intentionally create a duplicate of yourself. Tyrell, how do you react to that?
Hearing my voice echo through like a cave.
No, like a mirror image of himself, a perfect duplicate.
At Echo. That's such a dumb name. I facepalm.
So Tyrell, what did you remember about this specific clue?
Not great. We need to. There's someone in the market who has a clue for us. And also, here's my note. We need a sending stone from the market. So someone's selling them. And then whoever's selling them may have a clue on how to use the other to get there. We don't have one yet, from my understanding. So maybe he can tell us where the other one is.
I think
We probably only need one sending stone to communicate to get the
Oh wait, no, that's
message
right.
for the party.
You're right. You're right. You're exactly right. Yeah. Listen to his clue, and that clue will tell us how to do the message we need to give to the other side, so they'll let us in. That makes more sense. I think something like that.
Pedro Patter, let's get at her.
All right. How big is this market? Is it like in a grid formation? Is it pretty?
So there's a market on the left, and there's a market on the right. Then there's a bunch of shipping and receiving, and all of the docks and the ships. You know this from the last time you went to the Rat's Nest, the other speakeasy, and also had some encounters with other people in the docks.
I will dismiss my echo. And I'm going to follow... who's out right now? Is it Sailor Sun or Soul?
So
So I'll follow Soul wherever she's going to go.
I'm gonna head across the river. So I'm gonna go up the bridge and go across.
Okay. You got to go back a little ways, but you make your way.
There's a bridge up in front of us.
Is there? Okay. It's almost the same distance. But Stony is going over there. Is anybody else going with Stony?
Yeah, I'm right behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with Stony.
Is everybody going over there then?
We can't all go over there. There's the whole point of splitting up.
I was
Someone
gonna
stay
say
over
I'm
here.
gonna go to the other. Yeah, where? Yeah.
What?
That's okay.
Tyrell, you're going over there too?
No. It sounds like
No, I mean, if everybody's going over there, I'll
No.
stay over here.
it sounds like we should be exactly half and half. If
So Tug, you got kind of halfway there, and then you turned around and be like, wait, where do I need to go? What am I doing? And Nick is still just standing next to Tyrell, like, I'm not helping.
yeah, exactly.
I'll come back. I'll come back.
Well, then is there only 2 going the other places, and then there's really so like it's an odd number because Mr. Poopy Pants doesn't want to help.
Nick sort of looks at you and
Mr.
says, I could go with the other group if you want.
But
No,
you're not going to do anything.
We're gonna put Mr. Poopy Pants in Mr. Happy Pants mood.
Okay, I don't know who's going to do that, but
Our charming personalities.
probably
You
some
hear Nick scoff.
vodka.
See, it's already working.
It wasn't a acknowledgement of your comedy. It was a disdainful cough or scoff.
It's all right. It always starts out that way.
Well, I'm usually like negative
Let's-
charm, so maybe.
Let's
whoever
start
starts
with
will
this group over here, though. So what's your
Alright,
approach? You just going straight in, or you know?
I say we split up, and we just hit as many.
Again?
We'll just, there's it's a big box, so let's just break it away and go down. each
Can we
side.
tell? Yeah, can we tell how big this place? Like, can we?
Well, Tyrell, you're actually on the other one, but they appear to be the same in size.
Oh
It's
my
just
gosh, I'm so confused. All right, no, you guys go. It's fine. Sorry.
Tyrell, you and Tug are here at this market. This is just a straight up market. The other one is the market, but then on the top level is like where the person running the dock is, because they have the high ground, so they can see all of the ships come and go and organize all the trade and everything, that shipping that comes in.
Well, that's
so
easy enough. Just go there. Let's go there.
go upstairs to talk to whoever's up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, you guys try and see if someone's sending some sending stones, or other forms of communication. Maybe you can finagle to them to get you a sending stone. And I'm gonna head upstairs, talk to the big boss. How's that sound?
Cool. What does a sending stone look like?
I believe our friend here, and I'm gonna lean in. What was your name again?
You call me Gaga.
Oh no, you had a different name. It was something really original. I just don't remember.
It's a good.
All right, Kaka.
You can call me Beaky.
Oh, Beaky. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, Beaky. I'm pretty sure you had one, if I remember right. So you might be able to.
Yeah, Christian. Do I know where sending stones are typically sold at in the market?
You know of a couple of vendors, yeah.
Okay. I'll just lead soul that way.
Sure. All right. We'll take you right to them.
Here we go again.
Where
Detective E and me gonna be.
A friend.
Yeah.
There she is. But where did you go? Why are you flying around? Uh-oh. I think you're on the roof. We'll put you in there though. Soul will lead us.
Is it on fire?
No, it's not on fire. Bingo, bango. All right. And you go in Stony and go up the stairs to the quartermaster or the shipmaster.
I love the name. The quartermaster is such a cool phrase. Such a cool.
Well, this dude
Yeah,
is
yeah.
cool. He's wearing an awesome trench coat. He's got like a corncob pipe and a big old hat, like the biggest brimmed hat you've ever seen with a giant feather on it. And you can see he's got a giant book in his arms, and he is just going down counting on this list, and he's sort of walking around, pacing, and then going over to the shipping and receiving and counting the boxes from the top down. He doesn't even seem to notice you walk in. Like, he's the only one up here at the moment, but he is just completely absorbed in his work.
Quartermaster.
He doesn't even look up from his book. He says, "What?"
You seem troubled. What's going on?
I'm merely working. What do you want? Get to the point.
I've just got a couple questions for you.
Ask them.
So I'm from the Anasasi. I've come topside for a lot of rumors of ships being attacked, making trade routes, and I just wanted to ask if you've noticed anything coming in and out of the harbor that might have been attacked or heard of anything.
Can't say that I have. All of our shipments have been on time. I have not been missing anything of any kind. Granted, I have heard your stories. They are not fables. I just merely think that a certain caliber of people happen to deal here in Nicanthes. Perhaps the ships that are going down belong to the Twin Spire City. I think, if I hear correctly, there's a dragon turtle on that side of Morningstar that has been wreaking quite a bit of havoc.
Oh, no shit, really? I mean, wow, that sounds really serious.
Yes, well, can I do anything else for you?
Oh, yeah, so, I've joined a band of good folk here in this fine city. You might have heard of them. They're the Heroes of Nicanthes.
I'm afraid I don't have much time for gossip. No, I haven't heard of them.
Oh, wow, you're pretty removed. I appreciate your dedication to your craft, to your job. But these guys, they're wanting to celebrate, and we're trying to do the Chumbawumba challenge.
He sort of puts his quill in the book and he snaps it shut, and he very slowly turns around. He says, "You mean to tell me that you come to me, the quartermaster, and ask the person who's running the docks about illegal activity?" He says, "Sir, I am afraid I cannot associate myself with you any further. You must leave."
And I just want to stop him while he's getting all hot and heated. Sir, we found out there's rumor that one of these stops is in fact a boat. I've got good.
The rat's nest. I understand. Yes.
Okay. Well, great. I've heard lots of rumors.
That must be all they are, is rumors.
Exactly. So, my intention with this group of people, I want to make it to that boat because I have under goodwill that they're the cause of some of the troubles that my people have been through. That's all I'm looking for. We want to get to there eventually, and we know there's a couple of steps ahead of that. I'm sure you can understand. Those waters, they're dangerous. I know the laws are strictly tied to this city, but once you get into those waters, the rules change.
Give me a charisma check.
13.
You can see that from behind the book and the very, solid look on his face that he knows the answer, but what you're saying isn't convincing enough for him to tell you. He sort of says, "Are you finished?"
Make sure you understand what I'm saying. I appreciate what you're doing here in this big city. Lots of stuff's coming in and out. You're a very busy man. I know you know a lot. You say you don't deal with the gossip of the city, but I know what's coming in and out of the city. We know the bad things that are coming in and out. This city, especially at night right now, the stuff that's happening now. These are things you might look past, things you might understand a little better than me, other than some folk. And I'm just trying to level with you. I'm trying to help my people. I'm trying to help other cities who are losing their goods. And there's something about this one boat and their ex-captain, who I believe to have already been killed, and the person taking over it, they might be involved in the trade routes. You say nothing's been happening, nothing's been going on that's any different. But I know there's nothing. There's got to be something going on. These aren't just rumors that I'm hearing from these other cities. You had to have seen something.
Give me another charisma roll with disadvantage.
God damn it! The first one was great. Oh no! Oh, they're both the exact same number. Hold on. Well, I mean, yeah. So they're both 24.
You rolled the same number on both of them? That's crazy.
Yeah, they're both 17s. So then plus the 6 we
Okay.
got with charisma and all the drinks.
He says, I'm not quite sure I caught your name.
My name's Stony.
Stony. I am sorry about the things that have been happening to your people and trade and everything you've described here. But I'm going to use a phrase that, being a sailor and around some of the most vulgar people, so I'm going to pick a tame one. But as far as I'm concerned, you can go fuck a pig.
As soon as he says that, starts the sentence like that, I'm just going to put the trident right below his chin.
He sort of looks at you with a little bit of surprise, but you can tell that he's not sweating. He says, "You're threatening me now."
I'm going to wink at him and then walk away.
He very coolly turns back around, opens his book, and you can hear him start to scribble.
Head back downstairs.
Okay. When you're heading downstairs, you see Detective Easter and Soul in the market.
That's where I'm going to.
Yeah. I almost dropped you in the right place.
Stony Baloney, what'd you find out?
Hey, so I talked to the quartermaster. Pretty nice guy. He was super sweet. Didn't seem busy at all. He actually seemed pretty bored. But I think I've got some decent information. Do you guys find what we were looking for?
So you can see that they've just now approached the woman selling sending stones, full pairs of
we took
sending
our time.
stones.
We had a nice stroll all the way around to look at all the fun stuff for sale.
It's all happening at the same time. It's all happening at the same time. But you can,
Hey,
yeah. You guys have been wandering around, and this particular merchant, you've seen the other merchant who was selling sending stones, and nothing seemed to be out of the ordinary. But this one was your last stop on this side, and again selling full pairs of sending stones. She's just been working at her counter, and you haven't had the chance to interact with her just yet.
So my associates, they talked to you about our situation yet?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, we're in the market. Ha, get it? We're in the market. For some information about some sending stones.
I have many pairs of sending stones right here.
Well, we're looking for a specific kind of sending stone.
No pair.
We don't need a pair. We need a single one.
Strange request. I can sell you a single sending stone, but I'm afraid they're not much good alone.
Yeah, we're looking for a specific single one that has a partner that might be involved with a certain recreational challenge.
Ah, I'm afraid I don't have any of those sending stones, no, but the other market you may have better chances. Did
Oh,
I
the other one.
hear you mention you were talking to the shipmaster?
Yeah, no, he's a pretty nice guy. Yeah.
You said you were on a certain recreational challenge. Well, I was wondering if you might know any rats might be holding up.
Oh, ma'am, you can kindly go fuck a pig.
Ah, yes, thank you very much. Well, good luck on finding the other sending stones. If you need anything else, please ask. And, thank you for the advice. She sort of turns around and continues to, work on her shop.
I'm gonna give Stony a what fuck did you just say? Look, kind of to him.
I'm just gonna shrug and walk away.
I'm gonna look after him like he is my hero.
Gah, gah!
Okay, well, you guys
All
are
right, let's go to the other black market.
you guys are gonna make your way back over here. But Tyrell and Tug, where are you guys headed? Is there starting on the left side, going like antique mall style, where you just zigzag through all the aisles, make sure you hit everything, or you just keeping an ear out? Like, how are you guys gonna approach this?
I don't know, Nick. What do you think we should do?
Nick says, I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, I don't want to like talk to every merchant. That seems like very non-time efficient. I'd like to just walk and if I could get a glance at each one. I want to see if obviously anything that stands out visually first, like rocks.
I mean,
Rock man.
you can kind of see the market. You've been here before. Most of everything on this side appears to be like produce, food goods, things like of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Not a ton of actual people walking around. But there's some hooded figures. There's some very merchant-looking people. There's some guards, the usual. But there's, maybe one, two, only 3, 4 people to talk to maybe in this entire area. So you wouldn't have to ask a great deal of them before you get to talk to all of them. You've got the salesman here of elixirs. You've got the other one here, fresh cabbages. Then you've got this hooded guy that appears to be selling some sort of like seasonings and such. Then you've got a couple guards to talk to if you'd like.
No way. The hooded guy seems too obvious. I'd like to go talk to Cabbage Boy.
All right. You guys are in front of the cabbage salesman. It appears as if he's well traveled. Has sold cabbages in many a place before. He seems slightly tense. Like at any moment, something could come and destroy his beautiful cabbages.
I'm gonna ask him.
I'm just gonna start holding the cabbages and say these are some nice looking cabbages.
He says, "Why, thank you. They are. I'll cut you a deal. Wonderful cabbages. Homegrown, traveled from very far. I am quite famous for my cabbages."
Where would one grow such a cabbage?
Ah, that is a secret I am not willing to share with just anyone off the street.
Oh, that's sad.
But I promise
That'd
you,
be sad.
this cabbage that you're holding, both of them, you will never have a better cabbage.
Are they organic?
Yes. Are there non-organic cabbages?
I was very hesitant. Yeah.
It was.
You're talking about a secret place no one can know about, and apparently they're super good. I mean,
Hesitant? I merely have never heard of a non-organic cabbage.
Mm. So they're not magical cabbages.
Some say they taste magical, but I can't claim any actual magic was involved in their creation.
These are non-GMO.
What is GMO?
I don't know.
You asked a question which you don't know yourself. Would you like to buy these cabbages, or is there something else I can help you with?
Are they FDA approved?
What is the FDA? Am I being solicited for something? I've paid my taxes. This is a legal vendor space.
Are these Chumbawumba approved?
I don't even know that word. What? I'm sorry. Is that someone you know?
I think we're dealing with cold beans here.
Sir, I don't sell beans. I think there are beans across the way, but I just sell cabbages.
Nothing.
We're looking for
harder.
We're looking for more of the hot beans, right, Tyrell?
I don't know how to answer that.
You fine people seem very confused. If I could help you, I would, but I am afraid I'm just a humble cabbage merchant. I do not know much of this place, but I come from a faraway land and am just merely selling cabbages. So if you're not going to buy any, I would like to get back to tending my shop.
Yeah, you got quite the line here. But before we go, what you don't have a secret menu?
Secret menu of cabbages? I'm afraid all you see here is what you get.
Well, I really appreciate the time.
Thank you for your conversation. It was quite eye-opening.
Mind-blowing, yeah. All right, let's head towards Shady McGee.
Okay. Like the hooded figure over here?
Yeah.
You leave without paying any or buying any cabbages. Nick sort of walks by and sees the cabbages, and he picks one up and he tosses him a coin, gives him a nod, and puts the cabbage in his bag.
I want to go get a cabbage now.
You've moved on to the hooded figure. Maybe later you can go get a cabbage, but so you see the hooded figure and you approach and he says, "What can I do for you?"
What kind of spices do you have?
All sorts of spices. The most fine and exquisite spices you've ever tasted. And all the ones you've never seen.
Ooh, maybe I'm more interested in the ones that aren't as much on the taste buds as they are the audio sensation. Maybe either I could hear or speak to it.
You're not very good at this, are you?
If you understand where I'm trying to get at, then yes, I am not.
I prefer to deal with a much more cunning group, but if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, go to the shipping yard. In the shipping yard, you'll see a rather unsavory-looking fellow, much like myself. Merely call out to him and touch your ear. He will respond. And from there, you may find the place or the item you are hoping to receive.
Perfect. And what do we call out to this other figure?
You must merely say, "What's that?"
Hot beans.
I'm afraid the beans are sold on the other side of the market.
Yeah, but what you're telling us seems like it must be hot beans.
I'm not familiar with the phrase.
Man, I don't know what he's talking about. Thank you, sir. I want to give him a finder's fee tip or whatever.
Yeah, he's rubbing his fingers together.
Oh yeah, I was reaching for it before then. I got like a 5-piece I can give him if he's cool with that.
He looks at it. He says, "Good luck on your adventure."
Yeah, thanks. And then I guess we need to head back and grab a cabbage for wood.
Sure thing. You could see the cabbage salesman still uneasy and maybe a bit reluctant to see you return. But he says, hello again. Did you change your mind about the cabbages?
I'm gonna have one of these cabbages.
Yes, just 1 gold piece for a beautiful, beautiful cabbage.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna take 7 of them, 10 of them. I'm gonna take 10 of them.
10 cabbages. Well, you've just made my day. Thank you so much for the purchase. Please, I'll knock one off. You, the price of 9 cabbages, you get the 10th for free. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, well, you are welcome.
Happy day, happy day.
And hot beans to you.
Hot beans indeed. Thank you, sir. Good fortune to you, and best wishes. And please come back and tell me how your cabbage dish turns out. I imagine you're feeding quite the party with 10 cabbages.
They are the party, that is for sure.
Well, can I do anything else for you, or are you?
No.
You must have a party to go to with all those cabbages.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Party will start when the cabbages get there.
I would deliver them if you'd like me to. Just tell me the address where the party is, and.
No, I just need them I'll put them in my bag here.
Very well. I see. Parties are exclusive here, and I understand. That's.
Oh, no, the parties are just where the cabbages are. Right now you are the party.
The party's in your bag.
Ho, well, hot beans.
Hot beans. About this time, the rest of the crew sort of shows up to you guys. Why am I? That's the second person I selected that's already here. All right. So you guys are all in front of the cabbage merchant, and he kind of looks around like it's quite busy market day.
Hot beans, how you doing?
Such a strange phrase I've never heard until today. Are you all companions? You must be.
Of course we are. Of course. So, you guys done some business here? What are you selling?
Cabbages, of course.
Oh, cabbages. They are the misunderstood salad base. Let me tell you.
You bunch are just chock full of phrases I've never heard.
You know, you seem like you do quite good business here in this market.
Today? Yes, your fine friend over here bought 10 cabbages.
Oh my God, that's probably a slow day for you, right?
No, quite the opposite.
Oh, well. Well, I mean, if you're not selling a whole lot, then I'm sure you got your ears perked up, hearing lots of information.
I'm afraid my world revolves around cabbages and not much else.
The information you're looking for, we've already found. We are the hot beans of the information.
Can someone please explain the hot beans to me? I'm not quite up on local culture. I'm a new merchant here from a faraway land, and I would like to be privy to this information if you would willingly share it.
Just think about it. You've had a hard day of selling cabbages. You're hungry, you're tired, and you go into the inn, and they got cold, stale beans for you.
An excellent
That's
meal.
how you gotta-
I love cold beans.
That's how you got to end your day.
Cold
or-
beans is quite full in protein, and
Yeah. But think about the nice, moist, warm beans you could be eating. Make your belly feel full. You're happy.
I suppose warm beans would be preferable to cold, but
So hot beans.
I'm not sure I understand it any better than I did, but I will take that. And
Agreed.
attempt to use it.
Yeah, I've got another phrase for you.
Yes?
Sir, can kindly go fuck a pig.
Thank you.
Hot beans.
Have a great
Hot
day.
beans to you all. Thank you for, yes. And he just turns around and faces his cabbages like, what the hell is going on?
Beans, hot beans.
He sort of like hunches his shoulders and like cringes a little bit at the sound of the enormous Kinku shouting hot beans.
I'm gonna take a step back away from Tug if he's coughing.
Let's
Everybody go ahead and make a survival check for me. That's a that's a D
I
that's a
check.
that's a D20.
survive.
That's a D20 wisdom roll. So tell me what you get on your wisdom rolls.
Okay. I get a 17.
I got a 15.
We'll roll for Nick. He got a 17.
Ow, that hurt. Why did you throw that at my face?
So you-
I just felt an
That was
invisible
some cold-
force. Oh god.
That
Oh
was some
god.
cold beans right there.
Oh my god. I hope that doesn't catch on so much.
It's catching on.
Clearly.
I'm telling you, it's catching on.
Hey, the last time someone in the group just forced a saying on everybody, all of a sudden the Zoo Warriors and Electric Boogaloo 2 were born.
There you go. Soul, Tyrell, Stony, what'd you guys get on your survival roll?
Oh,
16.
why are we rolling survival? What happened?
Someone coughed.
And that required a survival roll?
Yeah.
I rolled a 20. I'll survive it in this game, but not in real life.
Mm.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
Okay. Tyrell?
16.
Okay. The cabbage merchant sort of turns around and says, "Oh, do you have the creep?" Madam, please keep your distance. I've heard of this, the creep. I do not wish to and he sort of grabs his sort of crate of cabbages and he starts to back up like, I don't wish to contract this horrible disease. Please, I must be going. And he turns around and he doesn't realize that there's a step before he goes down, and he trips and his cabbages fly into the air and into the ocean. My cabbages! And he just starts to weep.
Oh, Christian, I'm glad you had your moment.
I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna step away from Soul also.
Okay. Did Soul yeah. Soul
I'm gonna turn to him and just go, Fuck you too.
And you, ma'am, can fuck a pig.
Tried, failed. What else you got?
The hooded figure sort of walks up next to you, the one that you bought the information from, and says, "Excuse me, did you happen to say something about a pig?"
Oh. Yes.
I may
Funny.
have information pertaining to such a thing if it were interesting to your party.
Well, hot beans.
For a measly 10 gold pieces, I could share what I know with you.
We have 10 cabbages.
I'm not interested in the cabbages, just the gold.
About 5 cabbages and 5 gold pieces.
It was nice doing business with you, thank you.
Oh, wait, hold up.
He walks away and returns to his spices.
Damn it, Tug. You did it again. You just ran someone off.
I know. I was really being cold beans there. I'm sorry. Let's go see if we can warm him up.
He's right behind you if you want to.
I'm going to turn around.
All right.
He's not there.
No, he's still there. Stony, are you going again to talk to him?
Oh, I couldn't see him, Christian. I
He's
see him
literally
now.
right there. He never moved.
I literally could not see him until you highlighted him.
Yeah, I'll take it the 2 steps forward.
Okay. He says back again. Look, my prices are firm. There's no bartering here. You want the information? It's 10 gold pieces.
I'll give him 5. And then look at Stony.
I got a sea glass, buddy.
I'll give him the other 5. And then scour at Stony. That's cold beans, man. That's cold beans.
I'm sorry, man.
He sort of
Funds are right.
looks at both of you. He says, look for the ship containing a certain gourd at its crest. You will find your pigs there.
Look for the ship with the gourd at its crest.
That is correct.
Okay.
Do you mean like a pumpkin?
Indeed.
No, a gourd. What? Is a pumpkin a gourd? It might be, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right. A gourd is a gourd, and so is a pumpkin.
Gourd is a gourd is a gourd is a gourd.
But yeah, obvious.
A gourd is a gourd, of course, of course.
You see the stranger say, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I must be on my way. He walks away from his stand.
Oh. Tyrell, should we go find the other masked figure, or should we just go find the ship that has a gourd at its apex?
I feel like that's where we're gonna find him. Is my guess.
No.
Well, then I guess.
Speakeasies is the ship with the gourd on it. Or at least someone's there we need to talk to, or that's the ship we're looking for. So I'd say we go to the harbor, look for a gourd, and if it's not there, then we can maybe assume it's out on the water.
Okay. Was that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hot beans, let's do it.
So, you guys make your way through the harbor. The first, figurehead on the front of the boat you see is a Sword of Justice. It is the very well-known ship of the Keepers of Justice. You move on and you see the ship that's been commandeered from the Yuan-Ti by the Keepers of Justice. You see a ship with a masthead of some sort of spooky skull. There appears to be lumber on the deck. And then those are the only ships you see currently docked in the shipyard. But you see one out in the ocean with a cauldron on it. You see another one. I would have sworn there was another ship out here, but you see another one with a raven, three-eyed raven. And off in the distance, you can see a slight glow from what looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Stony, you remember earlier that from this vantage point with the shipwright, you could see a faint orange glow, but you weren't quite sure what it was.
Cool. So it sounds like we had to wait till midnight for that one to come in.
No?
No, that's the well.
I'm gonna step away from whoever just coughed there.
I think that was Sailor Sun, but Sailor Sun rolled an at 20, so it was actually just a cough. Something got caught in
Okay.
your
That was
throat.
stoned on. Not quiet as a whistle.
That was Stony. I'm taking a couple steps back. I heard a
Stony
cough.
coughed.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Oh
backing
God,
up.
this is getting out of hand.
Oh no!
I'm backing up.
I was gonna say I'm gonna need another survival check from you guys.
Okay.
I just checked. I survived.
What did you
Wouldn't
roll
even heard
then?
it till I turned off the mixer. You wouldn't even heard it.
I got a 16 this time.
Tug, what'd you get? Nick got a 6.
I got an 18.
Oh no, he's gonna start coughing too.
I got an 11.
Tyrell, Stony.
14.
I'm the one who coughed. I got to roll survival.
Yeah, you more than anyone.
Another 9. Wow, 9s are popular.
You guys can see all the merchants sort of uneasy as you guys are coughing very audibly. Some of them even put like a blanket over their produce and things. You hear some...
I feel more secure now that I have like a mask on my face while all this is happening. I made the right choice of a costume tonight. I was gonna go with face paint and like a big headdress to disguise myself as a peacock, but Kenku is much better.
So
I
you're...
just want to play it off like, oh man, man, those spices right there. Is there pepper in there? Oh man, I just get that away from me. It always makes me cough.
You could see some of the merchants sort of reluctantly like, okay, yeah, all right, but you know, nobody's called the guards or anything, but you guys have at least drawn the attention of a couple people. What are you guys doing? What's the play here? Where are you moving to?
Good guys.
You get it. It seems like you got information for both things here, so.
Oh, we did.
I guess not. I don't know. I mean, I know, but
We got information about finding the ship, and we got information about finding the stone. It's the hooded figure down at the docks.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Okay.
Yeah, you weren't here. Tyrell, what did he say about the hooded figure?
Yeah, I can tell you, and then maybe we can figure out why. I think Cameron and I both have different pieces of information because I'm not really understanding the ship. So, for us, we found out that because we're trying to find the sending stone, we need to go to the shipyard. We need to yell, "What's that?" to get the attention of another hooded figure, just like one we talked to at the spice counter, and then he's supposed to give us an item, else show us where to go. To enter, which now I'm confused because now we got this whole like find the gourd on the ship, and I figured that's where we enter, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. So I think I thought we stumbled upon the ship separate of the sending stone, So I've got the password to get onto the ship, which I believe is the gourd pumpkin glowing across the water.
I mean, in the end, all that matters is that we get to the Sending Stone's place. So I mean,
Right,
but I don't
so
know if
I
we're going to be
think
able to get on there unless we have the Sending Stone to say the phrase through the stone. That might be what we need.
That's true. So we should do yours first and see if that's what it is.
Kinda what
Otherwise,
I'm-
otherwise it's two separate things.
Right. Okay. Well, we know we should be able to find. We should run through the shipyard and try to find the other cloaked figure. We could do that.
Okay.
Yep.
That's where everybody's headed. Tyrell's leading the way. So, you know that the shipping and receiving area is a bit of a labyrinth, but you guys can enter it from any sort of number of sides here. It's totally up to you where you want to go in first.
Well, this just reminds me of a Mario Party minigame. Is that what's about to happen?
But Tyrell, you are the marker for where we're gonna go in here. So if there's a particular place you'd like to start first and enter from, or just go in and make your way, feel free to do so.
That sounds fun. Let's just go in right where I'm at.
Okay. Left or right?
Oof. Left.
Left or right?
Right.
Left or right?
Right.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay, it's gonna be 15.
Okay. You feel like you hear someone on the other side of the barrels. You walk up. You sort of turn to the left, and lo and behold, there is another shadowy figure. And he's sort of leaned up against the boxes. And he sort of, through the hood, you can't see his face, but he sort of tilts his head.
Okay, once I see that, I'll just yell, "What's that?"
And he sort of calls out, says, "That's a sucker, boys. I need you guys to roll initiative."
Oh,
I'm ready to fuck this pig.
Hot beans. Let's go.
Go ahead and write your numbers in chat for me.
Hot beans, bud.
Oh, I needed this one. Okay.
Does he want to fight us? What's the deal?
it's a dance-off.
Okay.
I don't know about that. All right, Nick needs to roll as well. Oh.
Oh, Nick wasn't participating.
Nick has to participate in ambush.
One guy's gonna ambush 5 plus him. It's D&D rules. It's fine. I get it.
He called out to he says, what did he say? He said that sounds like a sucker, boys.
Yeah, it looks like he's got 5 of his buddies up on them barrels and shit.
Oh my god. Well, my perception's actually low.
That's why I had you roll perception. Sorry the rest of the group had to suffer for that, but here you are. You find yourself in a...
Tony told me to do it.
Well, Nick goes last. I need to roll for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys. But
That's
they're...
why we went down the scary barrel avenue.
Oh, wow. Oh, I rolled 2 ones. So my consistently bad nature of rolling for the creatures continues. So Nick and these bandits are going to go last in initiative. So whoever rolled the highest, you are up first. So just to sort of prepare you guys for what you see, their first round of attacks are going to be with advantage because they got the jump on you. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 bandits. They're all cloak and dagger sort. Can't really see what they're wielding because they're concealing it. But you imagine it's, your typical bandit repertoire. Maybe somebody with a ranged weapon, bunch of people with knives. But they don't look like they're going to negotiate. They look like they're going to mug you.
Oh, beat the shit out of them.
So it looks like Sailor Sun is up first.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a flying backflip backwards with my staff pointed to the ground.
Okay.
It's so specific, and I love it.
There is an open crate behind you, and then there is a like 2 crates up, like twice your height. There's another crate that's only partially open, and then 3 crates up. There's the crate with the thief on top. So are you trying? Which one are you aiming for?
The 2 on top.
The second one.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics check to see if you're gonna make it up there or not.
Did you call
16.
it a Steve?
16? Okay. You make it up there. You do exactly what you described. You use your staff to backflip up onto the second crate and land behind what you can now see is the crossbowman up above. So that's just your first movement. You are close enough to take a swipe at him, like his legs or something if you want.
Yeah, I want to do that so that way he falls down.
All right. Go ahead and give me a D20. See if you break his armor class.
Oh, yes, 20.
Hell yeah. All right. Tell me how you swipe his legs.
I just cut it since I had my staff pointing down. I just jerk it straight up.
You see, it's not a he, but a she. As she falls forward onto the crossbow, the bolt fires and goes through the bottom of her jaw and into her brain, and her lifeless body slops off the top and splats to the ground down below.
I'm going to fall to my knees in horror of what I've just done. And realize I'm no longer going to be able to go back to the moon.
What did you expect to happen?
I
when you
don't
attacked?
know. I thought you guys were going to kill her, not me.
Welcome to the club. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
All right. I think that concludes your turn. Let's see.
In your life.
Stoney, you're up next.
Can you zoom in? Where am I at?
You're right.
In the middle.
Right in the middle. So you've got one behind you. You've got one on the other side of Nick, one on top of the barrels. You just saw one body hit the floor with an arrow through it, and then you've got another shadowy figure behind Detective Easter.
Do I know it's behind me or not?
You do. Yeah. You're pretty aware of where everyone is roughly, yes.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna. To my left, that barrel, climb up it, and just go for a big poke.
Okay. So you're going to stand right here and swing at the one behind you, essentially?
Yep. And depending on if I land, a bunch of other cool shit's gonna happen.
Okay.
Does a 16 land?
It does.
Right. Now give me a second while I click lots of buttons.
Tell us what buttons you're clicking while you click them.
So I'm gonna be doing my booming blade,
Mm-hmm.
and so if it moves at all,
Mm-hmm.
it moves 5 feet after I hit it. Then it takes another 2d8.
Gotcha.
But the initial attack is that just a typical 2d8 plus 1d8
Gotcha.
under damage. Yeah. So it's a total of 3d8 plus my just normal trident, which is a 6. So a total of 23.
23 damage?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me how you kill the bandit.
Oh, I just send it right through into it just pins it right up against that barrel behind it then. So right in the chest. Just a big Troy movie.
You just, yeah, the corpse is pinned, and you see the individual sort of grasp at it before its arms go limp, and it's just dead, pinned to the wall.
All right. Game on. These boys are easy.
That, I guess, concludes your turn, right?
Yep, yeah. If we're going to the typical D&D rules.
We are. Yep. I believe that means it's Tyrell's turn next.
So, I had a plan, but watching those first two fall so easily, I'm like, what? Oh, I could just reach up and pull this person's leg and make him fall down. That might be enough.
Make your decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my rope
Okay.
and attach it to the feet of the one on the crate right above us.
All right. No problem there. It slithers up and wraps itself, sort of goes under the cloak and wraps itself around the ankle. You can.
And then I'm just trying to pull and see if I can get him to fall down to the ground.
Okay. Go ahead. And because it's a magic rope, I don't need your strength roll. Just give me a d20 with advantage to see if you knock the feet out from underneath this person.
A 4.
With advantage?
Yep.
Wow. All right. So you go to tug, and you realize that maybe the magic
Could have
rope
went to tug. Yeah.
found something else on that crate that is not the ankle of the individual. But you didn't move, so you can give it another go if you want. It's not exactly an attack, so.
Yeah. So I'm doing all that again. Is that that's what we're gonna try?
If you want, you're welcome to try something else.
Yeah. Nope. Statistically, I should just try that again.
All right. No advantage or disadvantage this time. Just roll.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Again, you no budge.
I'm no help. All right.
That brings us to Blib. So you just saw Tyrell try to pull this person off the crate after watching Stoney pin an individual to a crate with a trident, and Sailor Sun knocking someone off the 3-high stack, and presumably shooting them with a crossbow. You didn't really see that bit, but
I'm gonna cast Chaos Magic.
okay.
Up.
Let me pull up the table. What'd you roll?
12.
Wow. So roll a d10.
I don't like your response of wow.
Yeah. That makes... Okay.
What'd you get?
4.
You grow 4 inches.
Damn right I do. Now I'm gonna go. Roar!
You see the person sort of startled beside you, but 4 inches isn't, super noticeable in the midst of battle of growth. So it they kind of move to the other side of the crate, but just because of your growl and your appearance, not so much because you're now 4 inches taller than you were a second ago.
I mean, did I physically grow 4 inches taller, or did I grow 4 inches? I mean,
it says your height changes by a number of inches equal to the roll.
Oh man, and I got a 4?
Yeah.
All the times I could have lied.
Oh, so you lie typically?
Obviously not, because I just said 4.
I wasn't talking about this time. Well, we'll move on from that comment. But unless you want to move, I believe that is your turn.
No.
Oh, hey, I'm just kidding. I rolled 17.
Your turn's over, buddy. But nice try. That's going to bring us to Detective Easter.
So previously, Detective Easter took a thing of custard or some sort of sweet from William's broadsword. So I'm just going to throw that at the nearest guy and run towards over behind Tyrell.
Okay. Give me a attack roll to see if the custard hits the individual behind you. That's the closest one. If that's the one you want to throw it at.
Okay. Am I proficient with custard?
I don't think throwing a pastry
then I got an 11.
All right, you still succeed. The custard hits the individual in the hood-ish area, and you can see the person was a little concerned at first at what exactly hit them. But with the rope tied to their ankle, which they didn't notice, and the custard hitting them in the face, you see that they fall over, trip on the rope, and hit the ground. They're knocked prone.
Yeah, I'm going to go try to hide like behind Tyrell next to Blib. And I'm going to get real low.
Okay. You move behind them, and you realize that there's a corpse behind them that you kind of have to tiptoe around, and you notice that there's a pool of blood on the ground. You're careful not to necessarily step in. And then
Perfect.
It's gonna
My
be
turn.
Nick's turn, and Nick's just gonna turn around, and you see him sort of throw out his hand, and the figure in front of him flies back and sort of hits the wall, and you see Nick step out into the alleyway. Then it's going to be the bandits' turn, and the bandits are going to run. This guy is going to use his movement. And this guy is going to use his movement. This one's going
So
to...
they didn't capitalize on attack of opportunity against Nick?
Nobody's taking advantage on the attack because they rolled a 1, so they failed their attack of opportunity they were going to have.
Oh.
I was going to have them attack you guys, and then they rolled a nat 1, and that's, I mean, they botched the ambush, so. Okay. It's back to the top. Soul, you are up.
I'm going to jump and with my staff whipped right behind me like I'm getting ready to arch it and swing down as hard as I can.
Okay, so what's your target here? Where are you going?
Whoever is closest to me.
Okay, the one in the alleyway
of
in
the
front
bad
of
guys.
the one in the alleyway in front of Nick is the closest one.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Oh, 9.
All right. You managed to land next to them, but without harming yourself from the height. But you do not land the hit.
I want to start crying really loudly.
It was more a matter of Nick was sort of in the way, and was you didn't want to hit him, and you didn't want to take the risk, so that's why you pulled off your attack on the cloaked figure. But Nick sort of looks a little surprised that you jumped down, and we'll jump over to Stony.
So there's one behind me and then okay, I'm up top, so I can see both of them, right?
This one's dead. That's the one you pinned. It's still pinned to the crates with your trident. The one behind you is the one that was knocked prone with Tyrell's rope. It still has the rope on their ankle. The other one fled, and the one on the crates or the barrels closest by you also started to flee. So you know roughly the general direction where the other ones were fleeing. You still have eyesight on one, and you can see that Nick and Sailor Sun have the other one against the wall.
All right, I'm gonna turn around to look at the other one.
The one that's tied up?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're in the midst of standing up from being knocked prone. They're looking at their ankle to see what's tied itself to it.
Good. Yep. So I'm gonna jump at it, and then use a bonus action mid-jump to call my trident back, and just try and pin it down with the trident.
All right.
Stab it real good.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, you probably don't want 2 d8s for that. Oh no, you're fucked. It's an unnatural 20.
Okay. You jump in the air and you summon your trident back to your hand. The corpse that you pinned to the crates sort of falls in a bloody streak against the crates and slops to the ground. You could feel something splat to your back as the trident rushes back. You feel that it's the blood from the person it just exited. As you drive the trident down, go ahead and roll damage.
Yep, this is another 20 for damage.
All right, tell me how you kill this cloaked individual.
Just straight up, just overarching trident right through, 3 pierces between the collarbones and the chest, right through the sternum.
Oh yeah, you
pin him right to the ground.
You forcefully through, and it sort of like hovers above where you're holding the trident that pierced it. And you just hear an exhale. There's no scream or anything. They didn't have time to do that. It was just the like release of their final breath as it sort of slowly slumps off of your trident. That'll then bring us to Tyrell's turn.
Who's left?
The one that's fled, so you saw one jump off the barrels and run one direction, and you saw the one that you originally called out to turn and run out the back direction. So the only one that you know for sure that is in your sight line is the one that Nick and Sailor Sun have pinned against the wall. So you have general ideas of where the other two went, but they're running currently.
I really don't care if they get away. I think that gives, some people to go back to tell their bandit friends to not be bandits anymore because they can get killed. Maybe they'll change their lives. Maybe it's good for them.
Sure.
So I'm good with that.
Okay, so you retract your rope from the corpse, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anything else on your turn then?
I'll let these guys. They're the professionals.
Okay. Blib, you're up next. Josh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna cast chaos magic.
Okay. Where are you just casting it into the air, essentially?
No, I'm in their direction.
In your companion's direction, or?
No, the guy's running off.
Oh, okay. Well, so you can either aim it at the barrels or in the air above the barrels of where you saw them leave, or you can aim it above the crates to your right where you saw the other one. You don't have a direct line of sight, but you can just cast
I
wild
realize
magic.
that.
Okay.
I realize that now that I look at the actual. Over the barrels.
Okay, you're casting gotcha into the air.
It's gonna be a 12.
Again?
And I got a 10 this time.
Oh god.
Okay.
I'm just messing.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't want to think that you're lying, but that's oddly specific, Josh.
I thought you would call my bullshit immediately. Just the fact that you hesitated on it is so funny to me. That you're like,
My mouth was full, or else I would have commented even faster.
I mean, I will give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I have no choice but to trust you guys' rolls. So I just innately will trust your rolls, even if. So.
No, I was literally just trying to fuck with you. I just appreciate the fact that
you succeeded.
I just appreciate the fact that you like held your tongue, but then there's Cameron in the background, like, oh, okay.
Are you at least casting wild magic in the air, though?
No, I'm not doing anything. They've ran off. I don't give a fuck about them.
All right. Then, Detective Easter, your turn.
I'm gonna check the pockets of the guy next to me.
Okay.
Give him a pat down.
You sort of pull back the cloak to reveal a what looks like a teenage kid. She's, pretty mangled by the arrow through the head.
Why are you trying to lick me?
What's going on over there?
Who's licking who? From the other side of the crates, you hear someone very clearly having a very good time.
Some teenagers making out behind the crates, I guess.
But this teenager that you're looking at,
What
was that?
I don't know.
She was giving me some medicine, and I was trying to lick her hand. Oh man!
But to get back to
teenagers.
the sad reality of the what looks like a half elf girl who's had an arrow shot through the front of her face, you see she has a very nice looking stiletto knife. It's like retractable. But aside from
that's illegal contraband. I'm gonna have to take that.
Sure. But aside from that, she just has
Gotta get these off
knickknacks
the streets.
and jewelry and things like that. Not really anything of any worth on her person. Her clothes are pretty tattered. She looks like she's been living on the streets for a while.
She didn't see this one coming.
Nope, definitely not.
Neither did I.
But
okay, I'm just gonna move away from the body and make sure I don't step in any blood to leave a trail out of here, and continue to hide.
All right, Nick has his turn now. He sort of rips the hood off of this figure, sees the freckles of a teenage boy. He sort of draws his sword. He knees the kid in the stomach and then smacks him in the ass with the flat side of his blade, and the kid runs off and around the corner and out of sight. Everybody, initiative is dropped. You're free to talk amongst each other and figure out what happened. There are no living people here. So.
Well, we should get out of here.
I was gonna say skedaddle.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, where are you skedaddling to?
I want to keep going deeper.
Into the
That's
crates?
what she said.
Yeah.
Okay. Which direction are you going then?
Yep. And then a left.
Left or right?
Forward? Like not into the center? Oh, okay.
Oh, not into it? Like this?
Yeah, I wanted to go that way.
Okay. I assume you're wanting to go deeper into the...
Correct.
Where from here?
Let's take a left.
Where from here?
Forward. Left. Nah, I'm going for it. A right.
You hear a cat meow from the top perch, the highest stack of boxes. 4 crates up. That's the only thing you.
He's
you
trying
really...
to tell me something. Alright, just go forward.
You go forward around the crate, and again, there's a exit back to the outside. It looks as if you've searched all the way through. There are no more figures or people to encounter in this area.
Yeah.
Are the rest of you, you all split and followed Tyrell? Did anybody else loot any bodies or anything? You guys just got out of there as fast as you could?
I was looting the body, see if there's any coin.
I'm wandering aimlessly behind them, still in shock.
Okay. Stony, you find on this kid's person a single sending stone.
Oh, that was good.
No information as to, where the location of that place is, but you do have a single sending stone.
Alright, I'm just gonna yell "fuck a pig" right into it.
There's no response back out of the sending stone.
I gotta get within range. Oh wait, I'm not within range to tell you that. Never mind.
It's too bad we can't use that for another day. I'm just gonna toss it to Tug.
I catch it.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it.
It's a stone that appears to have a ear carved into it, just a humanoid ear of general make and model. And
I'm gonna turn to Stony and I'm gonna say, what's the first thing I do when I get something like this? I look at it.
Would you look at that?
Just look at it.
Can I make like a whistle, like a come here whistle, like from far away to see if it's loud enough?
Sure, go ahead and give us a whistle. I don't know if CRISPR cut that out, but I didn't hear a whistle.
Oh, I bet it did.
Said Jared, who didn't try to whistle.
Here we go.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, just edit that in.
You guys hear a whistle?
It went woo woo.
You guys can go to it if you want.
Woo, woo.
Nick sort of comes back into the crates and says, "Congrats! You killed a bunch of teenage rapscallions."
Huzzah! Hot beans. just walk.
This is classic Zoo Warrior energy right here.
He says, "Well, and we didn't even manage to get any information about the sending stones. You guys are doing a great job."
You spanked one on the ass and it ran away from you. What do you want from us?
I told you I wasn't going to help you.
I just like your positive.
You could do.
I just enjoy your positive out attitude.
I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of sarcasm.
I can't say I've ever met her.
Yes, that tells me everything I need to know.
Whistle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk into the maze.
Sure thing.
Boxes.
You could tell the whistle came from the far side. But you guys leave the bodies.
Do you guys think we should have just gone to the park and to the well, and that would have been easier for tonight?
Probably.
There are no wrong
We couldn't
answers.
go there till midnight. We had to wait for like 9 hours before then.
Oh, we could have played Toss the Gnome. Usually people have that in the park. It's one of my favorite games.
Let's go to the ship.
Onward.
Yeah. Let's go to this shit.
Which ship are you going to?
Let's go with the Raven.
I thought the Raven looked. Oh yeah, see, we were both thinking this. Yeah, let's go to the Raven one.
Okay. How are you guys gonna get there?
We're
Just
gonna get
kidding.
close to it and look at it, and then realize, wait, that's not where we're supposed to go.
Wrong one. No, let's. You know, guys, I saw some glowing eyes in the distance when I was up top talking to the quartermaster, the shipmaster, whatever his name was. But so I'm thinking, I think we do that. That might be a jack-o'-lantern. Ooh, spooky. But you know, I can swim. I don't know how y'all gonna get there.
Mm.
Ooh, maybe we can commandeer another ship that's docked and then ram it. I mean, run it over to the other boat and board their ship.
You say ram it into the other boat?
Only if necessary.
Oh.
Might ruin our quest though.
You could
Well, you
see.
know, I bet there's a smaller boat that will taxi us.
Yeah,
over.
can we look for any little boats on the side that just a passenger kind of paddle boat?
Maybe like a Gilligan's Isle style raft.
Yeah, a little raft.
There's plenty of rafts. There's one with a gentleman with like a pole on it who's working the
Working the boat.
the canals.
You working the pole?
He's working the pole on the canals, yeah. And there's another one manned by what looks like Ebenezer Scrooge. And then you see some other ones floating around with various personnel on it that are fishing. But the
Well, I just want to like walk up to one. Do they have like an app? Like, can we just like order them to come pick us up?
I don't know if your PDA allows you to call one of those or not. I'm not sure the
There was
capabilities
There
of
was
such a
some
thing.
PDA going on back in those crates.
That definitely was, yeah. Some licking going on of some kind. I don't know.
Mm.
But no, the two
He's
closest
debating
ones.
that. I just want to walk to the one in front of us.
Okay, the one
Yeah.
with that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk down, and
Mm.
Ho ho ho, mon chéri, what can I do for you?
Mm. Ride.
But of course, jump on.
Okay, I jump over.
He sort of pushes the barge over, makes it easier. You just had to give it a little hop.
Perfect.
The rest of you joining as well.
In a dire run, yeah. Like
Yeah.
he's about to leave.
No, you all board, no problems. He says, but before we go, I need coin.
Oh shit. We have cabbages.
No cabbages, coin.
I'll hand him a gold coin.
He says, friend, it appears as if you're short.
You said coin.
Oh, clever. One for each.
I'm actually 4 inches taller than I was, so I'm
There it
definitely not
is.
short.
He says, clever all of you, but a coin apiece. And then the ferry goes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thanks, Nick.
You're doing what?
I'm gonna flip him a coin.
Two pieces of gold.
Yeah. I'm just thanking Nick.
Nick,
I'll give a piece of coin.
okay, so he's got 3 pieces of gold. Tyrell, you said you're wanting Nick to pay for you?
Oh, I'm just saying like, hey, thanks, Nick. Just to get a reaction.
Nick takes a hit off of a flask. He tosses him 1 coin.
Okay, I'll toss a coin then.
All right. Sailor Sun, you paying your coin?
I think Sailor Sun
Called it.
is feeling a little sleepy. Do you mind if my friend here takes a little cat nap on your boat?
But of course.
I just
Away
can't
we
get
go.
the images out of my head. Oh, pass out.
Just take a nap. Just
All
take a
right.
nap. We'll port you.
So he asks where you guys are headed. You tell him the ship with the gourds on it. You guys pull up to what appears to be a ship with 4 jack-o'-lanterns on the front. You can see a single figure on the ship ahead of you. And it appears as if a man made of straw with a scythe walks up to the edge of the ship and greets you.
That's probably the most terrifying creature on
Uh,
this.
didn't we kill that guy's brother like earlier?
Go on. What?
Didn't we kill one of these outside of Chode?
You fought a scarecrow, but I think that scarecrow escaped.
God, that was 2 years ago.
But
It's all come
There
full
would only
circle.
be 2 people in there that would know that person.
No.
the ferryman sort of stops the boat in front of and says, "You have reached your destination."
God, thank you.
The scarecrow looks down at you and doesn't say anything. You can hear the rustle of the straw inside of his clothes as he moves the scythe sort of to a more relaxing position over his shoulders.
I'm gonna yell up to him, "Fuck a pig!"
You can see he takes the scythe off of his shoulder and he says, as he swings it through the air, he says, "Fuck you!"
Oh, fuck you!
The ferryman says, "I do not think he's going to let you on." You could see the scarecrow start to turn around and just walk the sides of the ship. He's sort of dragging his scythe along the, railing or whatever. You could see little wood shavings peeling off as he's dragging this scythe up and down.
Use the sending stone?
I'm gonna put my echo up on the ship.
Okay. As soon as your echo goes up on the ship, he immediately turns around like he can sense its presence, and he makes a move to attack it. Does 13 break its armor class?
It does not.
All right. So he goes to take a swipe at it, and your echo dodges as the scythe sort of whistles through the air and sort of lodges itself temporarily in one of the crates against the mast. You see a cat jump off of the barrel that it was on top of as the scythe sort of pulls out of the barrel, and you see grain start to spill out onto the deck.
I'm going to hit him with a fire punch.
Okay.
Okay. This attack will get a 14. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay. Then I will do. Eight fire damage.
Okay. The scarecrow immediately drops its scary guy persona, drops the scythe, and begins to very frantically put out or attempt to pat out the fire. It starts to run up the stairs, sort of waving its flaming arm. You can sort of smell the burning straw. As you can see, it's starting to make its way through the fabric of his clothes.
Yeah, is there a ladder nearby that we'd be able to get onto?
Yeah, so there is a ladder, or there was on the other ship.
What about my rope? We could just use.
There does not appear to be a lowered ladder, but your echo
Okay.
can...
So I can't do that action as my echo, but I'll swap with my echo.
Sure.
And then push the ladder over towards the barge.
Okay.
Or just down if it goes straight down, whatever it is. So.
Yeah. You just push it down into the water, and the scarecrow you can see is still running around on fire as it's beginning to become more engulfed in fire. And the rest of you, if you would like, make your way on top of the ship.
Got a perfectly good rope, but I guess.
Caw, fire, scarecrow.
Who am I missing? Sailor Son. Or Sailor Son's asleep on the ship, but you're up there.
Name that too.
Okay. So, as you guys make it up onto the ship, you see the Scarecrow jump off of the ship and splash into the water. There is nothing that surfaces as best as you can tell, and now you are on the ship alone in the dark.
If you can't stand the heat, get off the ship.
Are you the captain now?
My name is Beaky now. Caw, 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 caw. I'm gonna look for a place to go underneath.
There's
where the secret bar might be at.
There's a big set of doors on the deck. There's a double set of doors underneath the wheel. But those are the only two sets of doors you can see from where you're currently at.
I'm just gonna lift up one of the doors on the bottom here.
Okay. You open it up, and there appear to be farm animals down below. In fact, pigs.
Well, you know what to do. Can anybody hear me?
That was a great joke, Jared.
Yes.
I was waiting
I
for...
feel like I've said 7 things and got nothing.
I thought
that
that joke
was the
was
first one. I was like,
intended for
that was
Stoney.
a good joke.
I was
So
waiting.
I was
waiting for
Stoney.
Stoney's
Tyrell is
response.
also gonna go to sleep. Screw this.
I was waiting for Stoney's response. I didn't want to. No, it was a good
I
one.
ran in, just got a beer. What happened? I jumped right in.
No, you didn't.
Oh, pig! Fuck a pig!
Oh. Yeah, let's go. Do it.
Stoney, are you jumping down there?
I'm just gonna throw a trident down there at one of the pigs.
Okay. Give me a attack roll to see if you hit it.
I hope it's like just a disguised person now that we gotta run.
It's only an 8.
It's just a pig, and it's literally in a barrel, so to speak. You skewer it, and it squeals, and it is not dying.
Oh, no.
You have just stuck a pig. Like it is in anguish and pain. You see the other pigs in the pen sort of panic as they didn't know where this trident came from, and they sort of like it's just a pretty lame fence that's up, but they break through the fence in their panic and scatter into the lower parts of the ship. The one pig still skewered by the trident is trying to get up but can't.
I look at Stoney and say, "That's cold beans, man. That is cold beans."
I'm gonna hop down there and fuck the pig. I don't know. I mean, come on. I thought maybe it was a magic pig.
You will need to repay the owner of this pig for 2 pigs.
You sort of hear a voice.
Okay, there's no fucking laws out here, bud. Mr. fucking Squawky Squawk.
You hear.
I'm gonna jump down into the pig and slice his throat open with it.
All right. As you do that and finish off the pig, you notice a very quiet and still crowd of people drinking around farm animals.
Oh no!
As the shock of what has just transpired is still setting in with the group of people.
Oh no!
No, you gotta give me a platform here. Okay, land, look around. Oh my god, did you see that? Someone threw a trident down here. Oh my god, good thing I was down here. I just wanted to put this poor pig out of its misery. My god.
You
just look around and see if anyone buys it.
You see the man who was pointing at a drink to see if anybody needed one with just the dumb expression on his face.
I love that look.
Just completely in shock and awe of what he's just witnessed. Just like he's struggling to utter words, and he says, would you like a drink?
Oh, Ian's missing the purity of the Zoo Warriors Electric Boogaloo 2 on display right now.
Absolutely. Let's get a drink here. Yep. You know, we've had a tough couple of
He
seconds
sets
here.
down the drink on the little like pole, and he just walks away. He's going to try and find his way out, another way out of the ship.
Okay. I'm gonna yell up to the group above. Hey, you guys just need to kill one of these pigs, and you just get free drinks.
You
I'm
can
gonna turn and
see
walk towards the other doors.
you can see everyone else like moving to the back of the ship, but there is one person moving towards the front of the ship, and he does not look happy.
All right, I'm gonna head him off. A little cheerful smile. Is he coming towards me?
Yeah, the man's in a green tunic and white-haired, looks like a farmer, like a livestock, and everyone else is exiting the back of the ship. The animals are still restless. The pigs are still running around. And he says, "What the hell are you doing?"
Hey, sir. I just want to formally apologize.
You'll apologize by paying for that pig!
I mean, absolutely.
And all of the patrons that just left the rat's nest! Do you know how much money you just cost me?
I mean, probably a little bit, looking at this pigsty. It smells pretty bad down here.
I bought 10 kegs! 10 kegs! You'll buy all of them.
Okay, yeah, I'll buy them all. I'll buy all of those.
Who let you on this ship? Is Jeb up there?
I'm not sure who Jeb is, but the scarecrow feller.
Dressed
He
like a
told us,
scarecrow,
he said-
meant to scare people off? Pretty straightforward.
He said pop those doors open, and he said the only way to get in is if you kill a pig. That's what he said.
I don't know what kind of sick joke this is, but I'm gonna have a word with Jeb.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I don't know what kind of confusion is here. He was very specific. He said, kill a pig and you will get in. So, I didn't want to do it either. That's just what he told us we had to do.
You're gonna go to the deck with me, and we're gonna figure this out.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
He says, you want to go ahead and leave that trident behind for me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, here you go.
You don't have any other weapons on you by chance, do you?
I mean, yeah, I've got this couple little blades here.
How about you leave that on the ground, too? I don't want any funny business.
All right, no problem. Okay. Yeah, no, let's do it. Yeah. I didn't, I saw Jeb and I jumped up, but, I heard his speech. We sauntered on, and, he kind of skedaddled, so.
He says, keep talking, but you're walking while you do it. And you guys make your way up to...
So what's your name, friend?
Clem. And you're not my friend.
Clementine.
You don't know that yet. We're just trying to hear doing a certain challenge, if you know what I mean.
A challenge? Is that what you kids are doing these days, is killing innocent farm animals?
I think you need to vet your help. This Jeb told us we had to kill.
Where is Jeb? I don't see
know.
him.
He maniacally laughed after he said it, but he seemed pretty serious about it.
Give me a charisma roll.
13. Get your drunk bonus.
I was supposed to say, this is one of the few times I want to see how funny like a 1 is.
He says, that doesn't seem like something Jeb would do. I'm not sure I believe you. Give me one good reason why I should.
I mean, he seems like a character to me. We just thought he was a scarecrow. You're telling me he wasn't an actual scarecrow?
It was supposed to be fun. We're farmers. Farm animals. That's why we put the gourds out front. We have a pumpkin farm, as well as livestock. It was finally our chance to host the rat's nest. A great honor. And this happens. Not only am I down a pig, But now you've scared off all the patrons. They'll never ask me to host Rat's Nest again. I'm positive of it.
Well, I mean, I surely apologize about the situation.
Are
but
these
I'm
your
sure-
friends? Do they have enough to cover the costs of all this?
I think this is on Jeb. This is not on us. He told us very specifically that we had to kill a pig to get in.
I
just
need to hear those words from Jeb.
Okay, let's find him. You know where he's
Please, let's. Do any of you know where Jeb is? It's rather
guys,
hard
do
to
you know
misplace a scarecrow on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Rat's nest, rat's nest.
Ah, the rat's nest, you say?
Ah,
at?
Rat's
That's my
nest.
confidant over there. Yeah, he knows. He knows that he sees all. He's got to be down there with us.
Insightful words from the Kenku. But none of it is
Kenku,
telling me
Kenku.
where Jeb is. I'm inclined to believe you killed him.
Why would I kill him? You saw me down there.
I saw you stick a pig with a trident.
Now, who would just throw a trident at a pig if there was no good reason for it?
I'm not sure, but I know Jeb would not play such a horrible prank.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was a prank. Is that a real pig or is that an illusion? Does he know some magic?
Jeb is not the magical type. He's rather simple.
Can we go check it out first?
Check what out? The pig? It's very dead. You can see it from here.
A minor illusion to me.
Dead pig, Chumbawumba.
You mean to tell me you came here for the Chumbawumba challenge and you killed a pig thinking that was your entry? I'll take by the silence.
Chumbawumba, Chumbawumba.
God, please shut your Kenku friend up.
Well, we came here for the Chumbawumba challenge, yes. And then your friend Jeb told us that we had to kill a pig to get in. You know, we've been through a lot doing this challenge, doing a bunch of really weird stuff, so this didn't seem that far off.
I don't care what challenge you're on. You're going to pay for the damages. Am I asking too much from that?
No, I will pay for your
We don't know
pig.
yet.
10 kegs. 10 kegs. And 1 pig. Make me an offer. Don't have it be too low.
I look at Nick.
Nick sort of shakes his head and laughs actually pretty audibly. And the Jeb sort of turns and says, "What are you laughing at? This is not a laughing matter." Nick sort of like, "You're right. It's not. I'm sorry." And then proceeds to sort of turn around and put his back to the group. Well, any of you. There's plenty of you. I imagine you have coin, especially if you're going on the Chumbawumba challenge. I'm afraid your Chumbawumba may be over.
Well, if it's over, should we just... We could just call the Uber or the
No one's leaving
Fast,
until I get my coin.
You look outnumbered there, pal.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people tell me what I'm doing.
I look
Just saw what I
outnumbered.
did to your pig.
I'm gonna back away from this situation.
Like it really bothers
Hey,
me.
buddy,
when
I told you I'd pay for
someone
your
else
pig. I'm just
tells
telling you
me-
what Jeb told us.
You threaten the captain of his own ship. I'm missing one of my close friends and partners. You kill a pig of mine, and you threaten me on my own ship?
Hey, I told you I'd pay for your pig, and you're all freaking out about 10 kegs of probably not great alcohol because you're a fucking farmer.
You insult
You're gonna get
me.
fisticuffs.
You insult me. That's it. He says, "I'm taking this ship to the authorities. We're going to port." He goes up to the top and starts to, set sail, essentially.
I'm gonna go make my way downstairs.
Into
I'm gonna go up and talk to him
hold of the ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whee!
All right.
Hey, bud. You know, I think we got
I'm not your bud, and you're right. We did get off on the wrong foot.
Well, you know, I want to make it better. I don't know what happened to your friend Jeb. I'm just telling you what he told us.
Then buy the tin kegs and the pig and be on your way.
How much are the tin kegs?
50 apiece.
50 what?
Gold
50
pieces.
Gold pieces.
I bought
anything else
these
we could
stupid
do?
kegs of whiskey, lager, cider, and vodka. I was promised this would be profitable, but now I'm out 10 kegs and a pig. 50 gold pieces per keg is exactly what I paid for. The pig itself, I mean, I can at least sell the meat. I'm not taking too much of a loss. 15 gold pieces for the pig.
Can I run up there? I have some conversation pieces.
Sure.
I want to try to throw a barrel up onto the deck, so that way we can complete the Chumbawumba.
Okay. Yeah. Which one are you grabbing? You see the stacks.
Whatever is closest are labeled.
Vodka is the closest.
Vodka it is.
Okay. You throw the barrel of vodka up on the deck and sort of scoot it over to one of the sides here. You've got a...
Okay. I'm going to try to walk out with the other patrons.
The other patrons have already left, but you see...
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You see the fairy man that you saw earlier. He says, "Oh, greetings."
Greetings.
Are you ready to leave?
No.
Very well. Let me win
And
the
I'll turn back into Chumbawumba and point to the barrel.
Nick sort of says, "Yeah," and he sort of gets out he pulls out the cork in it, or twists the little tavern head, and he's already got his tankard on his hip, and he pours himself a glass of vodka. He says, "Are there any like fruits around here?" And he starts to look around at the barrels and things. Tug, are you partaking?
I do believe I'm going to have me some of this here vodka.
Okay, you guys are pouring the vodka down there. The Jeb is far too distracted with everything going on up here to notice. But Tyrell, what did you have to say to Jeb?
Never mind. I'm gonna run down and get some vodka.
Oh, okay. He sort of looks confused and tracks and follows where you're going. And he says, "You best be paying for that."
Go fuck a pig. And then
Man, Billy would be so fucking proud of you guys.
He is just flabbergasted. He is like, "This is the last time I ever come to this city."
Where are you from, bud?
I hail from across the Anasi Sea.
Hey, I come from the Nazi Sea. Where do you hail from?
That's great.
Hey,
I'm not
from
looking for
across the
conversation. I'm looking for coin. Do you have it or not?
I'm looking for a coin. Do you have it or not? Listen to this guy up here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I can pay for one, maybe a second. I'll pay for 2 pigs, but it's not our fault that people left.
How drunk are you? You killed 1 pig. Are you talking about kegs or pigs?
I'm just saying, I was gonna throw an extra pig in there. I'm not paying for 10K.
Then I'm afraid you're going to jail. The keepers of justice,
International waters, bud. Hey, there ain't no laws out here.
You, a Triton from the Anasi Sea, should know well enough that a captain of his own ship makes the laws. And you, my friend, are definitely guilty. I don't know where my friend is. A pig is slaughtered, and I'm out 10 kegs. Now, I may not be able to prosecute you for the 10 kegs because I'm not supposed to be carrying alcohol into Nicantes, but you can bet I will do the full extent of the law of the Keepers of Justice to find my friend and to get the money of my pig.
Can I go on up there?
Right now, but
I want to come up there.
Okay.
I've always kind of wanted to be the captain of my own ship.
He sort of draws a saber on his hip, and he says, "Do you want funny business?"
I don't know if I'm so much looking for funny business as much as I'm here to fuck you up.
Oh my god.
Roll initiative.
We're the bad guys again. What happened?
Totally reasonable, but at the same time, I just don't like him, and I'm ready to just murder him.
Don't like this guy.
So, Christian, I got a question. I have the alert feat, which gives me a +5 to initiative. But if I roll a 1, do I have to take the 1?
It is a critical fail. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I got a 1. Okay.
Nick got a 12, and the sailor got a 4 or whatever it was. So everybody go ahead and type your numbers into chat for me. Space.
Oh my god, you guys, Billy would be so proud of you all tonight. This is fantastic.
This is
This is really good.
Easter is very disappointed, but Billy would be ecstatic.
Are my 5 Kuatoa still with us?
No, not at the moment. Who am I missing from initiative? Or is that everybody?
Ian.
Oh, okay. That's right. All right. 12 was what? Oh, wow. So Nick is going first. So Nick rushes up to the deck and steps in between you and the captain. And he says, "Captain, I am sorry for your troubles." He says, "This should more than cover the cost, and I would like to purchase your ship." And the captain sort of says, "Is this another trick?" Nick says, "No, sir. We can count the coins right here and now. It is good currency. I apologize for my friends. They are on a drunk bender. They have gotten out of hand. I do not wish any trouble. I'm afraid your friend may have jumped into the ocean. I am sure that if we look for him, he will be okay. He was merely singed by a fireball that was shot astray. But I assure you, we meant no harm. Things just got out of hand very quickly. As I said, this gold should cover everything, including the cost of your ship. There's no need to press any charges of any kind. We can move on from this without violence." And he sort of, you could see he's looking at the coins. He says, "Can you tell your friends to put their weapons away?" Nick says, "Gentlemen, would you please holster your weapons?" Blib.
Absolutely.
Stony, thank you. Blib.
I mean, I'm putting my rope in my pot around my however you carry it. I don't know. But I'm thinking, you know, I didn't hear any contract in there about Blib to be captain because that's what he wanted. So.
Blib,
I mean,
please lower your weapon.
fuck a pig.
I was like, whose turn is it in initiative right now?
I'll put my weapon away, but I still want to be captain.
Nick says, "You are being real cool beans right now." And he sort of turns around to address the captain. He says, "Captain, can I arrange to ferry you to Nicanthes? I'm sure with this money, you can buy yourself a nicer ship, buy yourself a whole new farm. There's no need for any trouble." The captain says, "Very well. But I would like assistance from some of your more fishy friends to find Clem."
Is that derogatory?
It was meant as a slight, yes.
I'm offended now.
Nick says, Stony, Blib, would you be as so kind to find the probably singed and soaking wet scarecrow at the back of the ship?
Yeah, I don't know where that guy's at.
I'll help. I'll take my rope. I want to help find that guy.
Okay.
He had a
Gotta love
dope
Stoney
costume.
sticking to his original lie from the beginning.
Tyrell, give me a perception. See if you can spot anything in the water at night. You do have dark vision, so you got a okay chance.
While this is going on, can I pour out some of the alcohol? Because I just want to make a mess with it like I've been doing.
Yeah, you sort of pour it out, and it starts to pour down into the hold.
Okay. I'm just going to keep doing that for a little bit.
Yeah. The smell of vodka mixed with the sea air going into the hold of the ship, yeah, it's pretty strong. Tyrell, what'd you get for the roll?
15.
Okay. You, in fact, see someone sort of treading water alongside the ship. And they don't see you, but they look like they're making their way to the ladder on the side.
Would it be helpful if I tried to throw my rope to see if he could grab onto it and get closer to the ladder?
Yeah,
I'll try
you
that.
could do that, sure. So you shout out to him, and he sort of looks up in confusion because you're part of the party that boarded the ship. But, he sees that you're offering him a rope, and he grabs on, and you and Soul hoist him up onto the deck. And a soaking wet farmer in a bad scarecrow costume flops on the deck and is panting. And you see Jeb sort of go over to Clem and say, Clem, are you all right? What happened? Why did you tell someone to kill one of the pigs down in the hold? What kind of sick joke? I'm so confused as to what's going on. I feel like my life has flashed before my eyes. What happened? Clem says, they shouted at me from a barge that they pulled up. They told me to fuck a pig. So I told them to fuck you. And the next thing I know, the bird one is up on the deck. And I take a swipe at him because I don't know how he got up there. One second he was on the barge, the next second he's on the boat, and then he punches me and I'm on fire. And I tried to put it out. I ran up the stairs and I had to jump in the water because I was going to catch fire. And you see Clem sort of turn around and look directly at you, Stony.
Yeah, I mean, I told you he disappeared. I didn't see where he went.
He says to Nick, you can buy us passage to Nicanthes. And I never wish to see any of you again.
Names.
Nick says, I understand. Please, this way. And they board the ferry that you guys took to get here, and they leave in visible confusion as to what has just transpired, but glad that they are leaving alive. And you guys now have a ship.
Awesome.
Nick,
Hey, Nick, boat, man.
Nick sort of turns
Great
to you
boat.
guys and says, so, I can see how things have been going without my assistance.
I told you that I would change your mind before the end of the night.
That you have. Friends, well, not friends, acquaintances, I wish you the best of
Not
luck on the
friends.
rest of your journey. Consider this ship a token of my appreciation for our time together, but I'm afraid I don't wish to be in your company any longer.
I'm going to walk up towards the ship now that everyone who I need to be a disguise for is gone. What the fuck was that?
Detective Easter, I think for once you and I see eye to eye on this, but as I said, I do not wish to be in the company of such a crew as yourself. So,
Understood. Fairly well, Nick.
Goodbye. And he
All
walks
right,
down.
we'll know where to find you.
He says, please don't. You're not welcome there.
Does
Oh,
anybody
no,
know how
no,
to...
Remember, find you.
sail a vessel as large as this?
Oh, it's easy. We got it. It's easy.
Well, I'm gonna take a look around and see what I can find. With this being one of the homes of the rat's nest, I'm sure there's good information that a detective like me could use.
I'm
so-
gonna jump overboard real quick.
Okay, into the water. Stony, what were you saying?
Since we captured the boat, does that mean we technically got the challenge completed?
I think you still
no,
need to have a whiskey drink, lager drink, cider drink, and a vodka drink.
Okay.
But
Well, yeah, that sounds like
you bought the
sounds
whole
great.
ship and the everything it contains. So.
Contents.
There's
I
a
didn't
bunch of
spend the
pigs
time.
with vodka just dripping all over them right now.
Detective Easter, you make your way to the captain's quarters and inside.
Yeah, we got this whole
There
ship.
looks like there's some food.
There's a little bit of food, yeah.
I'm gonna
We
eat
got
that.
this whole ship. We can use it for whatever we want. I'm sure Tug will try and use it for his false prophecy and false god.
I have a feeling
gonna-
the Kuatoa will be taking over this ship very soon.
I'm gonna come back out of the water,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm sure my Kuatoa will be shortly.
Guys, cool thing. I've got us a ship. Let's go.
All right, but yeah, anything you guys want to do on the ship? We'll probably honestly wrap it up here pretty shortly. So
Say we all need to make sure we get those drinks in our bellies. Hey, we got a nice safe ship, so we take those drinks and maybe we can take a little cat nap.
Yeah, well, and we can roast a pig.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. We've got multiple pigs. We've got cows down there. We could kill whatever I want. I've got my trident right here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna search around the captain's quarters to see what information I could, find down there.
okay.
That'll be about it. But we can do that next time, I guess, if that's where we're
No,
gonna wrap up.
you can. Yeah, we'll explore the
Okay.
ship and everything here. So you go into the captain's quarters. There's a map set out, obviously, markers, trade routes, things like that. You see his trade routes go across the Nassau Sea and back. Most everything in his quarters are what you would expect from a farmer. He's got grains. He's got.
It looks a lot like the same rat's nest that we were on before, with the book with the erotic section over there in the corner.
Oh yes, but this is just a farmer's almanac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, not as much of value. Obviously, pretty good value to anybody with agricultural means, but for the most part, there's not really any like high end stuff, right? Like it's all pretty mundane. But
Okay.
but stuff that people need. You could easily get a pretty penny for everything on here and the ship if you wished to dock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what's all below? I guess I'll go below and see what
Yeah.
the livestock situation's like and the drink situation.
So these people are all gone, but as you can see, you've got 5 mules, 2 horses, 3 cows. This one's dead.
And a partridge in
Four
a pear tree.
pigs, 8 hens, and 1 rooster.
8 hens a clacky. 1 pig a dying. I think Easter's gonna need a whiskey to try to forget this ever happened.
Yeah, there are the whiskey barrels down there. That's for
I'm gonna
sure.
that will be my first drink of the night. Will be,
Okay.
A shot of whiskey to say, let's forget that this ever fucking happened.
It did technically happen on international waters, so while it may not be it was not. I mean, the only thing that technically died on this ship was the pig. Everything was paid for, but it got pretty scary there for a second.
Okay. That's about all Easter's
I feel
gonna
like we
do.
got
Whatever.
there pretty easy.
Have my 20 Kuatoa showed up yet?
Your Kuatoa from the city, yes, have appeared.
Perfect. I want to see him put to work on the ship. I'm interested to see what Josh has planned for him.
What are you doing, Josh? I'm putting these out while you tell us what they're doing.
Oh, get to work, you ugly sea sallies. We got a ship to get clean. I want these decks scrubbed and banners bleached.
They all sort of stand there, and one of them humbly approaches and says, "Lord and Savior Blibdupulip, we are unfamiliar with sailing jargon. Is there one among you that could teach us to sail this ship?"
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, we're gonna learn to sail. I
I'm gonna
immediately
We are willing to learn.
I immediately walk up to the steering wheel
Okay.
with all the confidence in the world. I
Hard
turn
left.
I go hard left.
All right. The masts are raised at the moment, so you can see it. You can hear the rudder creaking and turning, but the ship really doesn't drift anywhere or anything. You can hear one of your Kuatoa shout from the back and say, "My lord and savior, Blibdupulip, there appears to be some sort of chain attached to the back of the ship. It's preventing us from moving."
Yes, the chain of keep, the keeper. I'm gonna go walk over there and look at it.
Shall we kill the keeper?
No, I think we need the keeper, right? Right, guys. I look back to the group.
Right.
At this point, my mask is kind of lifted up, and I'm gonna have a cigar. I don't know how much I can handle this. I need a smoke.
Okay. You just kind of lean up against one of the posts.
Oh God.
We need to. I turn around. That thing behind me is the anchor, isn't it? The anchor. That's what raises. No, that's a barrel. Never mind.
Your Kuatoa look at you like, they're ready to jump on whatever you need them to, but they don't know where to go.
Well, I'm looking around. Do I see any way of raising the anchor?
Not on the top, no.
Madam Blibdupulip, let me not speak out of turn, because you, of course, are in charge of your clan, but perhaps you could send a few of your Kuatoa onto the docks to perhaps hire a mentor to learn how to sail a vessel.
We don't need a mentor. Listen.
I see you have everything under control. I saw that turn without the sails in the proper position, and there are people who will train you, and of course the Keepers of Justice have their own ship. Perhaps you guys could go and file a form to join some night classes.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. I need everybody to look around for chains. The chains are connected to something. Where anybody find a chain? Big chain.
The Kuatoa dives into the water to find where the chain leads up to. Sort of sprouts its head back above the water and says, "My captain, the chain, it leads towards the front of the ship and appears to go towards this wheel of some sort."
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yep. Let's I'm gonna walk down there. I'm gonna look at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna push a little bit.
You push and you start to hear the chains rattle.
All right, everybody. Here we go. 10-4, y'all. Let's everybody push. Round and round we go.
So are you pushing with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a leader. I'm not a boss.
The other Kuatoa step up to push, and the chain eventually comes up, and you hear the ship kind of creak and groan as it slowly starts to rotate with the rudder in that orientation.
In the left position.
It's not going forward, but it's just on a 0-point turn at the moment,
Oh, I immediately take that. I take off running back to the the wheel.
All right. They take off running back to the wheel with you, and you hear the chain start to let out.
Okay. Yeah. Step away from that thing. I don't want any of them getting hit by it.
Step away from what? The wheel?
The wheel of death.
Oh yes, the thing starts to spin as the anchor goes down into the water
Ooh,
once again.
Do they think it's a wheel of death, or do they think if they touch it, they need to die?
So
as of right now, they just know it as the wheel of death.
The ship sort of creaks and halts once more. It's 0 point turn to the left, but it's slightly more headed towards Nicanthes now.
Okay, we wanna go away from Nicanthes. So hard right.
Okay.
Are we just sailing away now?
You try and turn the wheel, and the anchor has been dropped and it's not going anywhere. It's stuck at that slight turn towards Nicanthes.
But I turn. Oh, what the wheel? It's the wheel that I'm messing with won't turn to the right.
You pulled the anchor up, but you didn't lock it. So when you ran up,
No.
I
understand, but I'm talking about the rudder wheel, the wheel of the ship. I can't turn it to the right.
It turns, but the ship is not turning. It's anchored.
Yes. 100%. All right, you guys. No, I want to walk back over there. Do I see any way? Do I see any way to lock the
You do.
the anchor?
There's like a post that you slide in to cease it from rotating.
Okay. What about? Can I walk over to this post where the sails are?
Yeah. The mast.
Are there ropes?
There are.
Can I untie one?
Yeah. How do you go about untying it? Just like untie the knot with your one hand, or do you snip it with your claw?
No, I'm not snipping nothing. In fact, I get one of the Kuatoa to come over here, and I tell him to untie it.
Okay. He seems to, roughly know how to, but it takes him a second, but he gets it untied and he's holding the rope. He says, "What now, my lord?"
Let go.
He sort of lets go, and one side of the sail starts to fall down before it's stopped. The other side is still tied up.
Okay, untie the other side there, buddy.
The other Kuatoa steps up and unties the other rope and lets go, and the main sail is now at full blast.
Okay. Hey, everybody, untie the sails.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys unfurl the sails.
With all this chaos going on, I may need another drink. Would anybody like to join me for another drink while we watch the Kuatoa learn how to run this vessel?
Yep, I'm in.
All right.
Christian, you don't have to deal with that.
Oh, I have to. I had to. It's down. Okay. I won't do the other ones, but I'm doing those.
I'm just waiting for us to run straight into Nicanthes or some barge.
Is the wind blowing? Is anything?
There is a slight. There's a nice ocean breeze. There's no storm or anything, so it's not wildly crazy out there. But
I want to go up to the top.
Okay.
And look around and see if are we the only ship out here? Like what's immediately to my right?
Yeah. So immediately to your right is a couple little barges. You see the two ships that are commandeered and owned by the Keepers of Justice. And then you've got the ship with the three-eyed raven on it that you've been before, the previous location of the rat's nest. And then Nicanthes as a whole in the market and everything is to your right.
Oh, I thought it was to my left.
No.
Well, I went hard left, and you said I was going towards Nicanthes.
Yeah, I think from the original orientation, when you said left, I was looking at the other direction.
Okay.
So.
Okay, that's all good. I'm just trying to get a bearing. So then what's to my hard left, then?
The open sea. as far as the eye can see.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go turn hard left.
Okay. You turn hard
Does
left.
anything
The anchor is still in the water.
Yeah, but the sails are down.
The sails are down, but the anchor's still in the water. You can feel it more effectively pulling at the anchor, but it's slowly groaning and creaking. That it's not going anywhere with the anchor down.
Okay. All you scaly cheese santies, turn the circle of death until the keeper comes up.
Okay. They spin up the wheel, and they're holding it
And
there.
And then I say, you there, spike the. I put the keeper. Put the peg in so that the wheel of death doesn't spin.
They slide the pole in and lock it in place.
All right. Now what happens?
The ship starts to turn left into the open sea.
What about the Chumbawumba?
Yeah. Full sails ahead.
Okay, at this point, Christian, I'm going to put my costume away, and I'm going to go downstairs and look for, research the captain's quarters. I'm going to look for a hat that would be appropriate for someone setting sail.
Okay.
Apparently, I have been kidnapped.
You don't see any fashionable hats, but there's lots of crates to look for. So
Lots of what?
lots of crates to look through. So I mean,
Yeah, but I'll just be sitting down here. Well, I'm not trying to swim back now.
yeah, you start to turn towards the open sea as the Kuatoa sort of like anxiously take stations on the ship that they're not quite sure what they're doing. But they're they're holding ropes and they're standing by. It's it's moving.
Yeah. This is also the top 20 best Kuatoa in the clan, so I have faith in them.
Yeah, I just want to walk up to Tug, just grab him by the shoulder. Like, hey, this has been fun. Where are we going?
Anywhere but this fucking town.
Don't you want to finish the Chumbawumba challenge?
Not at all. No, I'm done. You can swim, buddy.
We just got kidnapped, all of us.
I can't use it that way.
What a great ending to the episode. It ended up with
The-
somehow we legally got a ship, the Kuatoa commandeered it, and we have run away.
I don't know what you guys thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I said I wanted to be a captain, and you literally gave me a ship, knowing that I have 20 people at my disposal.
Well, this was an interesting turn for the night. It started with the killing a pig. It ended up with a sailing ship.
I'm just trying to get everybody into their positions. I feel like I'm actually giving you too much credit here by putting them where they're at. But
I'm just hoping I find a nice little pirate hat that I can wear as we are now sailing away. And oh boy,
you see the Kuatoa sort of.
perhaps like a little outfit for Professor Bojangles to wear to be also his sea legs underneath.
Sure, yeah. Okay, the ship is.
I now need to update myself as a pirate, I guess.
The ship is filled out. That's definitely where we're gonna end things for tonight.
What the fuck?
we're going off script.
We went off script bad the moment Cameron killed the pig. Went down there. I don't know.
Man, you
That
guys,
was pretty funny,
yeah,
though.
you were right when you said you embraced your zoo warriors tonight. That's for sure.
That was classic right there.
I mean, damn, you lost Nick as a companion. I mean, that it did not go smooth for you guys tonight.
I was pretty
I'm
smooth
honestly-
at the end.
I'm honestly kind of surprised by Nick. He stuck with us through all kinds of stuff, but this is what
I mean,
did him
you
in.
guys like ridiculed him all night after this, and then he was done with it, and you're like, oh well, here we go.
I mean,
Well-
what did he go through with you guys before that was questionable?
Well, we killed some witches. We murdered the
Naturally-
brown-eyed
Witches
girl.
attacked us.
Naturally evil creatures that instigated the. Well, you guys kind of instigated that, but they.
Yeah, we instigated. They were not trying to harm us at all.
But sure.
Oh, I just let him know I killed their sisters.
We murdered beings that could questionably have a soul.
Monstrosities that were stitched together, like, sure.
And we're drunk. He's supposed to be more drunk than all of us, and he got his panties in a wad because I made
That happens sometimes when you're drunk.
It does happen sometimes when you're drunk. I made an offhanded joke about him being rich, and he got real pissy about it.
I mean, I think he, just wanted to help, but, didn't expect to be relegated to the rich friend who is just going to foot the bill for everything. Maybe he thought he was more than that, and then once he stepped back and had you guys take the reins of what you were going to do, he kind of, watched you bumble a bit, but then the killing of the bandits who rightfully, jumped you, like you defended yourselves, but maybe a bunch of bandits don't really stand up or much of a match for, people of your stature, your skills. And
well, I mean, once again, I didn't kill anyone.
Sure. And then, I mean, he stepped in when you guys were going to murder captain of a ship who did no wrong
and just steal it.
And I think that's just where he drew the line and said, I came out here to have a good time, and this wasn't part of it. So.
Yep. I mean,
hey, every man,
the ship. The way I see it, the ship was legally paid for, and Tug decided to just take it. I'm just held captive on the ship that's set sail.
As I said,
every man has his line. That's fine. I have a ship. And,
as I said,
I'm sailing away.
As I said, in open waters, and the only thing that really happened was the pig was killed. But I mean, if Nick hadn't stepped in, like that could have got worse. I don't know.
We'll never know.
I didn't expect you guys to get so murdery tonight, but that was definitely a change of pace.
The Zoo Warriors came out to play. All they needed was a couple drinks. The city was starting to change them because they couldn't drink in the city. But now they got a couple drinks. The Zoo Warriors are back in business.
Soul is going to wake up from one hell of a nap. That's for sure.
All I know is that I'm headed to open sea.
You're a freshwater fish in a big wide ocean. I mean, let's see how this goes.
Well, interesting. I hope that the murders of the 30 Days of Night get solved by someone else. They're gonna think I'm on the case the whole time.
Yeah. Well, guys, my investigation into the murders led me across the ocean, and turns out they were all dead ends over there. So, but all right.
I hope I've still been receiving my paycheck on time.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sure my Tendraka clan is doing quite well with the money that I've been raising. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh man. Let's.
My clan's gonna be pissed that I just took off and didn't say anything though. This might get me kicked off the council.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes for you guys.
I just got on the council. I wasn't appointed to the rank of elder, but now it's gonna be worse.
You were never on the council.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, the Uncharted Waters is right. Yeah, I mean, I I had some more stuff to resolve in this city, but I mean, if you're gonna start a life of piracy, that's how pirates do it. Just leave their old
pretty
lives
fun.
behind.
That's why I'm looking for a hat and looking for a nice little outfit for Professor Bojangles. So
there's definitely not gonna be any angry people that come after you from the city of Nicantes.
Oh god.
Okay, all right, good to know.
Well,
I think I've got to get off and start writing more stories now.
We're gonna convince him to go back. We gotta go back.
I don't know, man. I think the party's set on being pirates.
Tug's not going back to Nicantes.
I don't know how to sail a ship.
And I mean, I don't know that Detective Easter can go back after what he's witnessed. I mean, that's I think
technically everything here was legal. As bad as it was, they legally bought the ship, but it's like,
yeah, it wasn't in the city limits.
but it's just kind of like, well, I abandoned my investigation. This is really bad.
It's all in the gray area, so I mean, it's yeah.
They're not gonna be happy, that's for sure.
I'm still confused about what you guys thought was going to happen when I said I'd like to be a captain, and someone bought a boat and then left it to me.
Well, the other means in which you were going to be a captain was you, or all of you, going to why I was so perplexed as to why you guys started to threaten one like lowly farmer. Like I don't know if you realized, like, oh hey, wow, we are a powerful gang of people. We can just take whatever we want. Like, I don't know why it took you this long to realize that, but
hey, the group has gone back to its origins.
It has.
I mean, I wasn't going to just.
I was just killing
Yes,
time.
you were definitely gonna kill that guy.
No. My original plan was just trying to intimidate him, but then it got heated.
So you were just going to rob him of
You
the
cornered
ship.
him at the top and drew your weapons. I mean, he
drawing nothing.
He drew his weapon.
He drew his weapon first because you guys cornered him and
the only person who drew a weapon was him. And then I was trying to intimidate him, and he drew a weapon.
At the end of the day, there's only one dead body of Mr. Crispy Bacon.
Which are now all soaked in vodka.
Yeah, but we're gonna cook that later. It's just this marinating.
Sure.
Boy, I'm gonna have to think about what transformation Easter's gonna have. He's never been so far away, and just not ever expecting to get to go back to his clan again. Oh man,
it's a lot to unpack. Yeah, man, what a episode.
He might be drinking more whiskey.
Well, we're gonna have to text Ian and tell him to watch the rest of this because he, like I said, he's gonna wake up and there's just gonna be ocean on all sides of a ship, and it's gonna be like, guys, what happened? But we'll end it there. Everybody say bye-bye stream. Goodbye stream.
Goodbye stream.